genuinely looking down here at the camera that I'm normally supposed to look at with the googly eyes, but we're using the new cameras.
Where'd they go?
I know! Look at this! There's so much space in the middle. You can throw stuff at people with far less risk.
You should probably not have said that to Claudia.
Do not.
Because like, what she'll do is she'll grab this and she'll throw it like that.
There's rocks!
Bad Marcus.
What?
Bad Marcus.
Okay.
There's rocks!
I should point out they don't autofocus now, so...
So maybe not wave in front of one?
No, they don't autofocus.
So it's like a good thing.
Well,
Still maybe don't wave in front of it, though.
Don't touch the cameras, Claudia. Don't throw the rocks,
What
Claudia.
are those?
Rocks!
I feel like Lizzie's getting into character already.
Here, you can have the red ones.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Also, for some reason, the chat here is not working, so I'm going to refresh it. And I definitely saw messages in this chat. So it's cool. Hi, everybody. I saw many of you merely a few hours ago, but we're back for an episode of Celestial Rangers. Don't worry, if you have no idea what this is, I will explain to you pretty much everything that has happened in the last 4 episodes, because we are on episode 5, but it has taken us almost 2 years to get through 5 episodes. So we're doing great. I think that this chat is broken, so I'm going to load it up again.
You should keep enjoying this camera.
Nope, that's
Hello.
the wrong one.
Hi.
Hi.
This
Hi.
is my table.
Hi.
Are you
It is
ramping?
your table. It is.
Yeah.
Are you vamping? It's fine. They're my peeps. They're chill.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm just chill.
I'm just making love to the camera.
Oh, please stop.
How you doing?
It's fine.
Hey,
It's
everybody.
fine.
Hi.
Great. Okay.
Hey.
Great. All right. So, Celestial Rangers, I don't really need to do announcements, I guess, on my stream. Let's introduce our players. Unfortunately, Christina is ill, so she had to duck out for today, so she will not be joining us, but that's okay. Drunkly can be 2 players. He is probably that much of a personality.
Accurate. Hi.
All right, so let's start with him.
Okay.
Don't tell us who you're playing yet.
Okay. Hi. My name is Drunkly Romantic. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Drunkly Romantic. Some might remember me from Eat, Pray, Kill, which happens on Mondays at Geekspace TV, the place where we are currently hanging out, and thank you to Geekspace TV for letting us be here.
Heck yeah, there's a reason it says stuff like that below my face.
Yeah! So thank you so much, Anna, for being here doing the boards, too. And you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Drunkly Romantic. And sometimes it's worth your while.
That's
Sometimes.
a really solid sales pitch.
I am being realistic.
So kind to yourself.
Yeah.
So kind to yourself.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh shoot! You know what I definitely didn't do?
What?
Update any of my categories that.
Oh, so are we streaming?
You guys talk.
We're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, guys.
I'm gonna climb up Zeus!
Good thing.
Yeah,
you know what you can do, and I definitely did because it's right at the beginning of the game.
Climb up Zeus.
You actually know what's really weird about
But
that
it's
game?
specifically his
yeah,
penis.
no, yeah.
The game
butt
gives
is
you
there.
a dialogue option. They're like, you
To
probably
talk
shouldn't
to
have
it?
done that.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Why
It's
at the
judged.
beginning of that game does Leonidas sound like Gerard Butler? Why do they get the Roman dudes to have a Scottish accent?
Why not?
In the movie or in the game?
Who are
I
you?
don't understand that.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Jack
Why are
Ash.
you here?
J-A-K-I-D-A-S-H. And it's because Lauren at this point is contractually obligated with the devil to put me on an RPG whenever she runs one.
Are you the devil?
You're
No.
not wrong.
That's why I'm here.
What are you doing?
Everyone's got to make their price for fame. Mine is to bring me around. But I'm playing Big Mac, or Mackenzie's Stronard son. Toughest junior around, almost senior now. Studying for the SEDs and dating the coolest person in town.
Who the
Oh,
fuck
speaking
is
of
she?
who is
Who is
Who do I have to
I'm
fight?
going to murder her. Hi, everybody. I'm Lizzie the Bold, and I like things that are black, like gothic clothing. I really actually do. Inside of me is a little mini goth trying to get out, except I can't really afford it, and also I'm too lazy. So that's me. I am playing Raven,
Yeah.
Sure.
which is absolutely her name, and don't freaking try anything funny about it.
Oh.
Teachers, faculty, fellow students. Celestial Ranger, Ranger Corvus, grumpy goth sophomore, and girlfriend, ridiculous jock. I don't know how that happened. It's fine. It's cool. She's all right.
I'm pretty fast on the field.
That's me.
I'm really happy just to be hanging out here. I'm not in this game at all. I'm just hanging out with you guys.
You do have a large space for just hanging
yeah,
out.
it's just me.
Marcus, I'm so happy you're
we're gonna try
here.
again.
Yeah, I'm really excited just to hang out and watch you guys
think
get
I'm
to do
busy
the show.
the
I'm sad. I'm sad for the temporary absence of Strix and Christine.
Yeah,
Poor went out.
Me too.
But-
I
Where'd
don't-
you go?
Poured you out. But I am awfully glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm really
Okay.
glad to be here. Just to watch and hang out. I'm
Has
not part
the
of the show.
title been updated? I've tried, and then it was like JK lol, and then okay. Now so my favorite part is that it's giving me very conflicting messaging, which is that it's like, no, you're in the wrong game on this screen, but then I'm in the wrong like. I don't even know what's happening.
Can we-
Am
can
I
we-
in
can we-
tabletop RPGs and does it say Celestial Rangers?
It says Celestial Rangers. Hang on.
So while we're here, can we sing that song, the Super Professional Streamer song?
Super
Professional
professional
streamer.
streamer.
You're good. You're
Oh,
solid. You
perfect.
just don't have any tags.
That's fine. I can't do them from my phone for some reason.
Twitch is great and doing its best.
Okay,
Bum,
I'm
bum,
gonna-
bum, bum, bum,
I'm gonna
It's
close
trying
this
new
over
things
here.
and
I also
some
can't
are
get
bad.
chat to work, so right now it's just gonna be on my phone. Hi everybody. Hi, I'm Random Tuesday. You know me. This is my channel. We do stuff here. Every so often we play RPGs and I get everything horribly wrong. Because I'm like, I'm super ready, and then I was not ready. Was the answer to that question.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. You're ready. I was slightly less ready. GIFBot is not going to be working, so those commands will be functionally useless.
Oh.
But on that note, let us remind ourselves what has been happening with this story. Maybe this will serve as a helpful reminder for a character who has never been here before.
Yeah, I have some notes, so we'll see how accurate they are.
as well as
For
some characters who have been here before and have definitely forgotten. So the Celestial Rangers are, for those of you who are familiar with Sailor Moon, are functionally very much like the Sailor Scouts. They are a group of teenagers who have been gifted special powers and abilities in order to protect planet Earth from the evil forces of the Empress Emotia from the Nega realm. And Empress Emotia has her 7 servants / court that have been sending themselves and their minions in order to gather negative energy. And as we all know, teenagers are full of feelings and are easily swayed into negative feelings. So they've been gathering that negative energy from teenagers in order to make the Nega realm stronger and Empress Emotia stronger, so that eventually, she can probably rule over everything. That seems to be a pretty sweet Empress-y goal.
Yeah.
So at this point, the Rangers, there are normally 4 of them. We have the 2 that you see here, Ranger Corvus, Ranger Aquilius. We also have Ranger Hydra and Ranger Andromeda?
Yes.
Andromeda. Unfortunately, 2 of them, for various reasons, are not going to be here tonight. But that's okay, because even 2 Rangers can probably fight off the forces of darkness. So far, they have fought off. Very first one that they faced off against was Baroness Asadia, the Miss Gray, their new gym teacher, lacrosse team teacher.
Lacrosse.
And that made the lacrosse team real sleepy. I believe a lot of their plans to fix the problem involved having a party, getting high, showing up to practice more tired, and then eventually fighting Miss Gray's massive monster sloth form.
There was a shower involved.
There was a shower.
Hashtag water is the opposite of sleep.
Is this just Sailor Moon in American public schools?
Yeah, it is. It's an American. It is set
Go
in America.
Gooey Ducks.
Go Gooey
That
Ducks.
is important. They attend Oceanwood High School, home of the Gooey Ducks. That is.
We
in
made
fact,
this all up on our own.
That was.
Really?
I asked them what their mascot was, and they said Gooey Ducks.
Didn't we name it Oceanwood?
No, I named it Oceanwood.
Oh, okay.
I
And you
named
guys
it
just took the
Oceanwood.
sea wiener thing.
You just went with the penis
Because
and
wood is also.
You just went with the
a
penis.
euphemism.
you just
I
went
got
with
that.
the
Okay.
penis.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so really, if you think about it, they're just ocean dicks. That's their water penises. That's what a gooey duck is. We're on my channel, so we can not
Talk
feel
about-
bad about saying whatever the fuck we want here.
Not that it
hell yeah.
stops us when we're on
No,
other channels.
but we feel bad about it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So without feeling bad about it, we're here. I do not know why I can't give you chat on the
So
monitor.
It's
excited.
okay, I have my phone
I'm
here.
liberated by
And I
all this
have-
dick
I have
talk.
this.
So we have Asadia, lacrosse, Miss Gray.
Next up, you faced, I still think what might be my favorite, Dominique Violette, who was Vicerine Luxuria, the embodiment of lust. And as one might imagine, Dominique Violette was a heartthrob. They were from France. As there was much reading of Shakespeare, there were giddy hearts and jealous minds. And eventually there was also showers.
There was a party.
There was also a party. There was another shower.
You guys are great.
Because showers are also the opposite of lust, apparently.
Yeah.
And
I think someone just likes getting girls into showers.
One of those was not me.
One of them.
Just that one, that last one.
so far, I think there's only been 2 showers, but we're about to get to the third. Was
Shower?
Gluttony, was Countess Gulia, and Coral Bloom, the owner of the Sweet Orange Bakery.
Oh, I love that
The
one.
new bakery that opened up in town that had the most delicious cookies that everybody wanted to have more of. But unfortunately, those cookies were just not satisfying. So you just needed to have more and more and more, and they left you feeling empty and hollow until eventually you could fade away into nothingness. But also, very importantly, right around that time was the Christmas ball party, whatever we called it. It was the Surfin' Santa.
Serpent Santa, yeah.
The Surfin' Santa dance.
Oh, yeah.
And so there was a lot of conversation around the Surfing Santa dance and what was going to be happening and whether or not Big Mac was going to take Raven. That was a big deal. They were not great at figuring it out until the very end of that episode, in which Big Mac actually realized she should probably ask Raven if she wanted to go and not just not ask and assume, and various other things.
Well, wasn't it? So we made plans, and then I got guilted because I was like, "Ooh, date," and
I thought it was a date.
and Thrash, who is played by the lovely Strix, was like, you are making it a date and you don't know that it's a date and you should confirm that it's a date, and like guilting me and shit. And then all of a sudden you were like, hey, you know it's a date, right? And then romance was born. That I remember.
Yep.
It was pretty great. And Stash Cam. I think they just had that for a moment. No, it's all good. It's all good.
I need to remember to turn that off.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Why would you not just zoom in on that beautiful face?
Also, Imp, get out of
Thank you,
here.
Lizzie.
Girl Scout cookies are both filling and they warm your soul.
Is
Unlike-
Is someone
besmirching
talking
the good
shit
name
about
of
Girl
Girl
Yeah,
Scout cookies?
yeah.
Can we-
Imp besmirched Girl Scout cookies.
Let's all name our favorite flavor of Girl Scout cookies on 3,
No.
and if we don't all agree, we have to end the stream.
Peanut
I mean,
butter.
I know that we're not all gonna agree because
Yeah.
I don't like Thin Mints.
I don't like
Samoas.
Thin Mints either. I like Samoas.
What? Samoa's
Okay,
the
you
coconut
two
one.
can sit
Yeah.
on the same table and you like tagalongs,
I
right?
like-
The
yeah.
peanut butter
I
ones.
love
Yeah.
tagalongs.
Okay, and
too.
We
so-
once tore up a box of
I-
tagalongs, though. That did happen one
I
time.
like both
Like
Samoas
before we knew
and
each other that well.
tagalongs. I am a bisexual.
You guys can eat all my tagalongs for me.
I buy
I don't know what that means.
I'll buy cookies, Wolf. That's fair. You're allowed to like more than one. All right. So that was
love
the
you
gluttony
guys.
episode, and then we hit. So if you imagine this like a very condensed arc of an anime. We had like all of the like fun like introductory episodes where you meet all the characters and you learn all about the character drama, and then you have the mid-season like two-parter in which someone sticks a knife in and twists it, and then they're like, "Did you want to have feelings?"
No.
And that was our next episode. The next episode, they faced off against what appeared to just be a series of monsters. But they were getting more and more irritated by the continual presence of these monsters, interrupting their daily lives and everything they wanted to do. There was a sweet gift exchange in which I believe, I rewatched this episode, so I believe, or portions of it, Big Mac acquired a kettlebell set.
I
Oh my
did!
God.
I think I got 2.
Like a full kettlebell set.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that was Thrash. Thrash gifted people like weirdly
Oh.
expensive things that they didn't know what to do with them.
Oh, my sister
I think
came
you
over
gave
from
her a
college.
Vitamix. Yeah, you and your sister hung out while she came home from college. There was a lot of conversations about how you can just quit being a ranger.
Dakota.
You don't have to be one.
Tried
And
not being a ranger.
yeah, we tried not being a ranger, and that's when Thrash decided, have we tried not being rangers? But rather than just saying, I'm going to give up my powers, she transformed, unleashed all of her energy into a single attack upon Hubert, their shape-changing animal guardian, who had given them their powers in the first place. At that point, Hubert was summarily gone. They were gone. There was nothing left of him. And all of them lost their powers.
That was sucky because
Yeah.
there were still monsters.
Yeah, there were still
It's a
monsters.
good idea to kill him then.
They lost their powers, but conveniently, that attack did destroy the monsters that were currently in the library. However, it did not stop the monsters from coming after them. So they got attacked at least one more time, and there was a lot of concern. I think Big Mac actually got genuinely injured, like they took out like a smaller creature. There was an Uber driver that got a really big tip. I skipped through sections of this and watched a lot of it out of order recently. But eventually they realized they were going to have to face down a significant threat, a large creature. And they encountered a small black cat. After Thrash, Strix's character, asked to become a ranger again, that this is what they wanted. The cat asked if they really wanted it. Yes, the cat talked back. And they were then granted their powers back. Except they got superpowers. Like, they got a power boost.
Ooh.
It's that part in an anime when their powers get leveled up and they get a new transformation sequence.
New costume.
And new costumes. And that was pretty cool. And so each of the rangers in turn asked for their powers back, and Edward, the black cat, gave them their powers back. They faced off against the monster, they defeated it, and I think then we kind of ended on, I think maybe you got burgers again? I don't remember. I didn't quite catch the complete
Did
end
we
of that
watch?
episode.
Did we hang out in my basement and we watched movies with my like 2 labs?
That definitely happened at one point where we learned that you had 2 poorly behaved dogs in your house.
So cute.
I understand.
So that was a thing that happened. But yeah, so that was our story so far. I gave you our like 10-15 minute summary of Celestial Rangers. Which means we are jumping into a brand new episode.
Right now.
Right now, it's happening.
the thing,
It's
we're
happening.
watching.
There's going to be someone new, and you don't even know who they are yet, and that's pretty exciting. So let's start first by kind of filling in some of the time. We've projected forward probably about 3 months. It was kind of Christmas time, so now we're in like early spring, kind of March, and finals have happened. And all of the studying. Actually, I think we came in after the new year. So yeah, it's probably around late March now. So I kind of want to know for these 2 characters, how have things been going for the last couple of months? Are you still dating?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we are still dating. There was probably like a little bit of awkwardness in the aftermath of the whole, like, all of us yelling at each other and having some anxieties, maybe unvoiced. And so that might kind of still be looming in the background. But, yeah, we're definitely...
Our relationship got a little bit stronger after we fought the monster at the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Yep, that is true. To be clear, that monster fighting, none of them transformed because none of them remembered because 2 of them were high.
Yep.
American High School Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty great. It was a great fight. There was also the sprinklers got set off. It was very wet. It was another shower.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
I don't think we missed out on one on the Gluttony episode. I don't think there was ever a shower.
We'll get a shower this episode for sure.
That's what I'm hearing. That's our challenge.
Oh, God.
Because it is March and Big Mac is a junior, there's a lot of focus on what's going to be happening next year. So there's a lot more SAT studying, as in Andromeda is helping Big Mac study for the SATs.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
you wouldn't be studying on your own.
I'm trying.
You
I
try.
I have flashcards.
Yeah.
And Raven helps me with the flashcards.
Raven just, like, understands that this is the way things have to be right now and holds up flashcards.
Quickly, flash me.
Oh, you mean the card?
Yes.
Here.
Okay. Does it mean triangles have 180 degrees, and you can use the a squared plus c squared equals b squared?
Sure. Yeah. Can we watch a movie now?
Yeah.
It's really rough dating someone who's worrying so much about the SATs.
I'm gonna get him this time. Gonna get him.
Yeah, you are.
Eye on the prize.
Sure. I'm very supportive and trying to be good about this.
Mm-hmm.
Raven is not at all used to having to put somebody else's needs above her own. It's a very uncomfortable experience, and it's something that she's working really hard at. There have been a couple hiccups. There have been a couple fights of like, you know, God, why do you have to like spend so much time on vocab? Can't we just like go out and do something fun? This is the most boring thing on the face of the earth. I have a whole year before I even have to do this. And quite frankly, my dad's probably just gonna get me a tutor. Like, why don't your parents just hire a tutor?
Oh. Raven.
She has money. She doesn't understand.
Yep. You're my tutor, because you're the smartest person I know.
That is a lie.
What? Well, actually.
That is a lie, and we both know it, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay.
Like, I'm very comfortable with that. I skip a lot of class.
Yeah. But all because you're too smart for it.
Do you know me? Have you mistaken me for someone else? Because if you want to go date, like, you know, Ms. Novella, you can totally do that.
But then what am I gonna watch these movies with? And just pulls out like a couple indie flicks that are slight horror but not too scary.
You know the way to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's really annoying.
Well, it's gotten better now that track is kind of over. There's still a lot of off-season practice, but track season is kind of over. So, it's a lot more times to hang out.
Oh, yeah, there's chat now.
Yes, I figured it out. I don't know exactly what I did, but I did a lot of reloading, and we got it to work.
Good job!
Okay. So we kind of see like some vignettes of their relationship. Like this is our beginning of like the second half of our season, and so we kind of like see these flashes, and then we have like this dramatic lighting shift. And it goes from like these lovely scenes with like, you know, star filters and sparkles to like a crash and like a bolt of lightning, and we hear a screech, and we find ourselves in the midst of a battle. And this is a battle that the Rangers are in. Fun fact, they are aware that this battle has been happening, and in fact, we'll kind of do some like flashbacks during the battle of like how we got here and their memories of this moment. But for now, what they see in front of them is a figure that, in some ways, may remind you of someone kind of like Raven. They are sort of kind of like differently proportioned, but they have a lot of feathers on them. They're very bird-like. They're kind of, you know, like long black hair, except they've got like one streak of white going down the side, and it's like pulled up into like a tight bun, and they've got, you know, like a black blazer, but also has like feathered decor, like motifs kind of on the shoulders, and like, you know, feathered earrings, sort of skinny pencil skirt, like very, very business proper. And at this point, you know that this is one of the servants of Empress Emotia, and specifically, this is the one that I didn't write down their name, but that's fine.
Make it up.
Oh no,
go great.
This is Duchess of Avartia, the epitome of greed. And they had arrived in town as the kind of like new bank manager, and you know, everybody has, like, there's only one bank in town. That's totally normal. It's not. There's more than one bank. But you know, people had changed. Yeah, it's a small
large
town.
city.
It's a small large city. And so yeah, she She is kind of like laughing at you, and behind her, there's just like this pile, and you see people like bringing things to it. They're just like people like arms full of stuff, like dropping things off. And at this point, it's probably, we'll say it's one of the parks, like a big field in one of the parks. And at this point, we just have like this big mound of some may call trash, but others may call treasure that is building behind her. Have you two transformed by this point, do you think? Or do we want to like cut to your transformation sequences as it's like nighttime and the moon in the sky?
I mean, I have definitely transformed
Okay.
because that makes me more cool looking than
Yeah.
she is. And I'm very self-conscious about that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the two of you are transforming,
Yes.
kind of facing off against her. And what do you look like? Like, go ahead and describe your characters so people know
Why
what
don't you
your
go
transformed
first?
forms
Or
look
I
like.
can go first.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So, what the fuck is my name? Ranger Corvus. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a day. So Ranger Corvus, post transformation, she has a black feathered capelet. And it is a bit shorter in the front than it is in the back. And the back kind of swoops out like a pair of wings. Her skirts are short because, Sailor Moon. And black
But, like, somehow we
rimmed in-
never see anything we're not supposed
No,
to see.
no, no.
Black rimmed in purple. The bodice slightly armored because that seems to be a thing that we need, with a glittering deep purple jewel at the center. In her hair, which for some reason is long when she transforms.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
It gets longer.
Long, flowing, beautiful. Is a sort of, what is they called? Circlet. With little wings towards the ears, swooping back. Black, of course. She's goth. I mean, yeah, it's pretty badass. Just trust me.
Also, hi, Christina. I hope you're feeling better.
Oh, Christina, I hope you're feeling better.
I don't know you, but I miss you.
We haven't fully figured out what happened to Novella. I had a couple of ideas, but if you want to just throw something in chat, let me know. We'll incorporate it.
Get well soon.
Okay. And who do we see next to her?
A much larger figure stands next to Ranger Corvus. And while I think the wind blows somehow for the behind us, so your feathers go up, and I have a capelet that is bright red with that blue. Sorry, not red, it's blue now. This blue that like waves in the wind with my capelet. Well, you might have been goth feather crow. I'm more going like gladiator. I have my large pole arm that I use for what are they called? Babe? Javelins. Javelin. I have a javelin. And her hair, which is in a ponytail, kind of waves, and she's got like one of those like kind of like a circlet, but more of like a sportsy kind of circlet. She's got like gladiator.
So it's like made out of sweatband material?
I think it is kind of like a
Sportsy
sweatband. I think she does have
what's a sportsy circlet?
an asymmetrical kind of pleated like leather armor kind of skirt, but on her bottom her kicks are still sneaks. She's still got some sneaks on because that's how she pumps it up, because now
No, she can kick.
she can kick down, the airs go up, and then they go whoosh. And unlike black feathers, she has some white feathers around because she can jump.
Excellent. Okay. So the two of them sort of like stare down, and there's a distance between you, and there's just this haughty laugh from who I didn't give her normal name.
Havarti.
No, her normal name is not Havarti.
It's Duchess Havarti.
It's Duchess Havartia.
It would
Duchess
probably-
Havarti, greedy and cunning. Why are we waiting? I want to take it. Well, she took my Funko Pop collection.
She's Miss Verdi.
Okay.
the bank manager, and she sort of haughtily laughs at you and like, "Oh, you Rangers think you can destroy me?
We're totally gonna kick your ass.
Ugh, you have no class."
Give me back my fucking stuff.
And what do you want to do? I'll let you each take an action. We normally roll. We can roll initiative, but I also kind of will probably just each go around in turn. What do the two of you each do?
So I'm just gonna point out that like, usually one of us is affected much greater than the other one in this.
Yeah. So let's do like a momentary flashback. You mentioned your Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Show me, like, describe to me Big Mac and her Funko Pops.
I assume I have like 6 or 7 Funko Pops, and I assume it was one of those things when she was given one from a relative during the holidays, and then she said, "Oh, I love it," sarcastically, and now she has like 9 of them.
Yeah, like you went to the bank to like, I don't know, make a deposit or something, and then you made eye contact and like you kind of walked away and you're like, walked past a mall, you walked past a Hot Topic and you're like, Funko Pops, I need another one. And like every day you just started like going out of your way and like buying Funko Pops, and then eventually you just like started building yourself a fort out of Funko Pops.
They're great. I got all the wrestling ones. I got one from the Flintstones. It's great.
Absolutely no rhyme, no reason to your collection.
All of them.
And so, like, we cut to, like, scenes of Big Mac, like, buying a Funko Pop, building a fort out of Funko Pops, and then, like, one day just, like, carrying, like, compulsively, just before this, carrying all of these Funko Pops and, like, putting them in the pile.
They're mine.
What about Raven?
Oh my god. I was really hoping you wouldn't get to me. So, that same day...
maybe you didn't get got
No,
to,
she
but-
absolutely did.
Okay,
So,
I feel like Raven and Greed, like, that would have been a tough one for her.
So that same day, in fact, Raven went to the bank with Mac, because she's never actually seen anyone deposit a check before. She was very curious about it.
It's really obnoxious.
She doesn't know how to be a functional human being sometimes, and needs to learn things. So she went with, and they were hanging out, and then they went to the mall, and Mac practically had to drag her into the Hot Topic because she didn't want to be seen there. This is absolutely going to ruin my cred.
Oh no! You know those other goths.
There's a bunch of goths being like,
Did you see Raven?
And then, as Mac was picking out her Funko, and Raven was silently judging, she saw a Nightmare Before Christmas purse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah, like, is it just Jack Skellington's head?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And she just felt something inside herself, and she needed it. And so she was like, you know what? Nightmare Before Christmas, that's totally like culture, but sort of counterculture, and like it's a cool thing to like. It's totally fine. I don't know.
Wear it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's fine. So she bought it, and then like the next day she was at the mall and no reason, and found herself somehow once again in the Hot Topic, and buying like this Disney-fied like t-shirt thing, and then like 2 days later there was a skirt, and a couple days after that she started to dress herself like incognito, like she got a big hat, she like dressed down in the hopes that no one would recognize her, and it just became like an almost daily obsession. The bill increasing and increasing of just this Hot Topic shit that is so like, Raven is way too snooty to usually wear this, but Lord, she has amassed a collection of purses, shoes, tights.
Oh, you know what else? Like those $6 eye makeup sets.
So many of those.
Nail polish, like the little skull nail polish.
The little cheap jewelry with like skulls and stuff on it.
Obnoxiously large bows that relate to characters.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it's
everything.
It's bad. It was bad.
And then one day, you grab all of it, and you bring it, and you put it in this pile. And maybe the two of you...
And honestly, she doesn't want it back.
Like,
Your stuff's over there. We gotta
Do
get
you
it.
put like a wheelbarrow that you're like
stuff.
wheeling
Yeah,
in?
like people like wheelbarrow and like dump a lot of this stuff on this pile.
It's not my stuff. It's not my stuff.
No, I remember that one.
It also
It's mine now.
Yeah, it was always Yours and never ever
Okay.
mine.
You wore that yesterday.
There's still like your socks, even though you're transformed, are like Jack Skellington socks. Yeah. All right. So what do each of you do? You have sort of a moment as she's.
I'm a blaster
All right.
with
So
I'm a blaster.
yeah. So you have your like primary attack, your secondary attack. Which one do you want to hit her with?
I am going to use my ranger primary attack.
Okay.
Nice.
The big one.
Screw it, she's made me mad. Shadow forming, swirling around
The
her.
one that I think it is.
What? No.
Okay.
We saved that one.
Yeah.
And swirling around her, and then like a dark wave towards
Okay.
Havarti.
So, her name is Verdi. Thank you very much. Go ahead and spend your. Actually, it might be something different, but spend your EP for it, and then you roll. And this is an attack, so you're trying to roll under your attack combat value.
And do I roll 1?
2d6.
2d6.
If it was 1, it would be almost impossible to fail some of these checks.
Why do I roll so high now?
I don't
What is my
know.
attack combat value?
Oh, look at your attack value.
Remind me.
Are you
Oh.
using soul though? Does she use soul for her?
Nope,
ranger attack?
nope. You use your attack combat value.
So just attack value, which
Yes,
is
the
5.
ACV, which is 5.
Sweet. With 2, it's way over.
Okay. You like reach inside yourself and blast her with this energy, but it just like washes over her, and she's like, "Is that all you have, Rangers? Because I'll take it all anyway."
No.
Makes so much sense. Big Mac, what are you?
Big
gonna
Mac's
do?
gonna take like 2 long leaps, and as she,
I got
I'm gonna take 2 big steps, and the steps getting long, like Michael Jordan Space Jam long, and then she's gonna jump, and I'm like, I'm gonna steal your jacket, and I'm gonna try to do a grab and yank. I want to take her jacket off because I want it.
Okay, you are not trying to attack her.
I
You're
want
not
her
trying to do
jacket.
any damage. You're just trying to take her damage.
Yeah.
Take her jacket. All right.
want her jacket.
Yeah. Roll a body.
All right.
This is a body. Yeah. Roll it.
This is about exactly how I thought it was going to go, too.
Hey, I got it. 5. I needed to get an 8
Yeah.
because my body skill is really good. That's what
Squid.
Big Mac does
Mac's
have the
got
best.
Got a good body.
Biggest body. Yep.
Uh,
I want her jacket.
I'm just
Okay.
so
so
frazzled.
yeah. So you do it. You run up to her. You pull the jacket off of her, and she looks kind of confused.
Okay, how damaged are the sleeves?
I mean, you like yanked a jacket off of a person, so like you probably popped some of the seams on the armpit.
Raven, I got you a jacket.
I do not want that.
It's got feathers.
I appreciate the thought of it, really, but it's really not my style. It's really like more like corporate goth, and I'm really kind of more of, like not that.
Yeah, it's very corporate goth. There's also like the lining's white.
Oh,
like
never
corporate
mind.
dog.
Maybe if it was like blue or purple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on the ground then.
I'm really not a pastel goth. It's not pastel goth. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. So yeah, you pull you pull the jacket off of her, and she looks at you, and she's like kind of pissed off that you did this. And so she's just gonna do the equivalent of like a backhand, but it's like a magically enhanced backhand. So she just sort of smacks at you.
A Mac hand. No.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's like, "That's mine. You're not allowed to take things. Give it back." And so she reaches out and she sort of backhands you. And let's see if she actually hits
Yeah.
you. She does not. She just sort of you dodge back and you do your like beautiful spiral. Actually, wait. 7? She might actually hit you. I might be lying. Oh no, she hits you.
Oh.
I lied. She's better.
You
at
know
this
what?
than
She
you
does
are.
one of these and misses, and then swings it around.
Yeah, you're like, ha ha ha, and then she just comes in like, actually she like tries to slap you, and then you dodge her, and then she backhands, and you just feel yourself hit by like this gust of air, and it hurts, like it stings all the way down the side of your face.
Okay, do I take damage?
Yeah, you do. You take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
It's fine. You've got help.
Yeah, I
Raven, Big Mac, what do you two do?
I'm really not good at this whole hitting people thing.
Oh. Okay. I'll set her up. You finish it off. And I actually want to try to wrap her and kind of swing around and use my javelin to hook behind her arms and so to hold her arms above her head.
I got her last name wrong. It's Cobalt.
Oh, that's a better name. But I just want to kind of like unlock her so that she's
Okay, you're
like
trying to like
kind of-
grapple her?
Yeah, so that,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
she's her arms are back, and so that Raven can do some magic stuff. Because like I'm pretty sure if this is like a kind of goth v goth fight.
Okay,
Like,
you feel like Raven needs to take the lead on this
Yeah.
one. All right, roll me body again. You're trying to grapple her.
I got it.
Nice. So you with your javelin, you kind of get her and you like sweep in and pull her back, and so she's grappled. She's like, just stupid rangers. And with that, Raven, I will give you a bonus. So subtract 2 from whatever number you roll as you are trying to attack her.
But Mac is holding her.
Mac is holding her.
Raven pulls her punch. Just really just afraid of like possibly hurting her friend. Like they've been through, the Rangers really have been through so much.
I don't know if you meant to use the word friend, but that's fine.
Ranger Corvus, now's your chance.
We are friends on top of everything.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like,
okay.
Luckily, Max not hearing that.
You know what? Rolling. Ooh, oh.
that's good.
7.
-2.
5.
That's
That's
you
match.
meet or below. Yep.
All right,
Same
sweet.
or below. All right. So how much damage do you do as you tear into her?
With her secondary attack, she does 10 damage plus
Okay.
2 defense penalty. No, 15. Sorry, you wrote
15.
different stuff.
Yeah,
than me.
I changed the numbers a lot. I changed
We leveled.
a lot of the numbers. Okay, as you hit her with this swirling mass of dark energy, she screeches, and the screeching kind of changes. And it stops sounding so human, and it becomes more guttural and more piercing. And Big Mac, as you're trying to hold on to this, her like form is writhing, and she starts spitting out the words, "I've had enough of you," and lets out this massive screeching noise, and you're forced to let her go as there's just this massive flurry of feathers and a giant sweep of her wings as suddenly this massive bird, a giant magpie, is sweeping up into the air, and it beats down its wings in a mighty wing beat, and it's going to hit both of you.
Oh.
So both of you need to roll a body test to stay standing and not get flown backwards.
So is it possible that when she was being thrown off,
Yeah.
that Ranger Corvus would have like rushed to Mac
Oh, totally.
to try and like
Totally.
Did I take damage from that? I think I did, right?
You're not taking damage yet.
No, I
This is
didn't-
this is just her
No.
like pulling away from
But
you.
did I take damage from the magical attack?
You've taken damage. This is her jumping into the air and flapping at
Okay.
you with her wings. So you need to roll body to stay standing.
no.
Okay. Okay, so Big Mac, you succeed at like bracing yourself against this massive gust of air that her wings beat out. What happens to Raven?
Foolishly, Raven actually tried to get in between the attack and Mac, as though Mac is not way more equipped to handle it. But as Mac was swiped away, Corvus yells out, Aquinas, is that how you pronounce it?
Aquilius.
Aquilius! Ranger Aquilius! And she rushes forward and then is instead hit with the attack.
No!
Ooh. She
goes.
tumbles backwards. You're just on the ground.
Oh, okay.
You're just tumbling backwards, and you're gonna have to kind of take some gain your footing. All right. What do the two of you do now that there is a giant bird in the air?
Aquilius is gonna run over, and like kind of lean over and extend an arm, and do you trust me?
Yes.
Hold on, and reaches out a hand.
Takes the hand. What?
What?
Oh no!
Good. It's sealed. It's good.
I want to throw Raven up.
Why do I foolishly trust people?
I want to throw her because she's got wings. I want to throw her higher than the magpie. I might need to jump to be involved.
her again. You can throw her. What happens to Raven once she's in the air will be up to Raven.
I'll catch her up. I'll throw her up, and then I'll jump up, and I'll catch her. It'll be fine.
So you will spend your turn throwing Raven. So this is going to be a body test. Unless you have something else that you, like an ability or something you might use. I think you have a jump
I have
ability.
the power of wind, but I can jump for me. I can jump.
Okay, so you're going to use the fact that you can jump. And you're going to like toss her using your physical
I think I'm
strength
gonna
to give
jump
yourself
and I'm
some
gonna get
movement.
like halfway up, like at magpie level, and then I'm gonna throw Raven up higher.
All right,
To attack
okay.
from the sun level, because you always gotta attack from the sun.
Death from above. I've learned. All right, go ahead and roll your body.
I did it.
Okay. All right, Raven. I don't know how you feel about this, but she grabs your hand, she jumps, and then you're flying, and then you get like eye level with the giant magpie, and then she lets go.
And throws you higher.
I said I trusted you! However, she's going to she's going to try and make the best of this situation. She does indeed trust Max. She kind of gets what maybe is the attempted thing here. And in the air, a Ranger Corvus twists, gestures, and then calls out. Now I'm doing it. And then calls out, Fallopian Corvus Fabrication! And fails miserably at her primary attack.
Oh, did you roll?
Double
12?
sixes.
Oh no! Yeah, no. There's no bonus that you could have that would have helped with that.
Nope.
You jump and you unleash this
beautiful.
massive burst of energy, but as you're like falling, you feel the pit of your stomach give out underneath you, and like the energy just gets dissipated off into the air, and the corvid, the corvid, the magpie lets out like a clucking sort of cackle, like a and as you are falling, it's going to swipe you out of the air and with its claws and just slam you into the ground.
No, that's the opposite of what I wanted to happen.
And yeah, it is going to succeed, and you get smacked to the side with this set of claws and hurled to the ground, and you end up taking 50 points of damage.
No! You can't actually do that.
5-0.
Oh
That's
my.
me. That's
All
my
right.
50?
job.
50. 5-0.
Yep.
That's not.
Yep.
I'm supposed to be the tank.
Nope.
And then the magpie like turns in the air and reels and looks at you, Big Mac.
I'm just kind of like still
One
like.
big eye as you are falling. What do you do?
Well, if I had the chance, I was gonna go try to get her, but I think she's on the ground. I think that's what you're
She's definitely
saying.
on the
Okay.
ground. She just got
In the pavement.
she just got slam tackled.
Like-
I ended up combining the damage for 2 attacks.
Like Loki in the first Avengers, just like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 So I'm going to use my primary attack now, and as I'm falling, I'm gonna do that thing where like I kind of like I don't look at the ground behind me as I'm aiming up my shot. I have my javelin in hand, and I just like I don't close my eyes. That's what suckers do. You need both eyes to visualize.
As both.
That was great.
And you're like
That's
beep, beep,
really
beep, 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 beep. And then she just yells with her very loud attack gesture, "Fuck you, die!" And just throws it directly at. I'm aiming for the eye.
I 100% like I remembered and then I forgot and then you reminded me again that that's your attack gesture. I thought that was your transformation word, but I think for Mac it's everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck you, die.
Fuck you, die. All right, roll your attack.
Okay,
Fuck you, die. I need that on a shirt.
so
I'm gonna wear it to
I
work.
met my attack.
Then it succeeds.
So they're gonna take 47 damage.
Yeah.
What is a defense penalty?
So the defense penalty, they're going to try and defend against this. So what's your defense penalty?
+3.
+3. Okay, so whatever I roll, I have to add 3 to it. And remember, they're trying to roll below their defense number. So this
Okay.
makes it harder for them to
Yeah.
block it. So I got an 8. That's not below even with the +3.
Okay.
So you hurl the javelin, and it lands true, like, in their eye. And you just see, like, there's a moment, and I'm assuming yours is like an energy javelin, so it like disappears when it lands.
Yeah.
And there's just like an ooze that comes out of the socket. And it screeches.
That's for Raven. I mean Ranger Corvus.
We're so bad at secret identities. Oh, my spleen.
And like I assume I hit the ground. Like I'm not even
and
looking.
you drop and hit the ground, and it like goes, and it's gonna dive you. It's gonna dive you, and it's gonna try and just like jab you with its beak as it like pulls in its wings and starts reeling towards the ground.
I have no javelin. I have no javelin. I have no javelin. I have no javelin.
And it is just gonna hit you as it tears into you. It doesn't quite like skirts low to the ground and just like swipes at you with its beak, and you take 40 points of damage.
That's fine. I'm not halfway yet.
And it pulls back in the sky.
What? Oh, I am the Kika in this situation.
Yeah.
The tables have turned.
Like there's a and like there's a lot of soreness still in this rib area. That's where there's still some healing bones that are happening. If you get hit out of your ranger form, it takes a normal amount of healing.
It hurts.
Oh,
I thought you were, never mind. It's a low blow, Alyssa.
so I'm just like,
Can't you though?
gliding is flying.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, sorry. Continue. It's dramatic.
Yeah.
What are you two doing?
So I just got. Am I in the beak or was I just?
You just got you got basically like grabbed and then kind of tossed. Like you got sort of picked up and like thrown slightly to the side.
Whew. Raven has taken not only more than half of her total health and damage, but another hit like that, or even like the one that Mac just took, and she would be very much out.
I think as the two of you are lying there, you're gonna see the bird kind of wheel slightly higher and higher in the sky. It opens up its wings, and it looks like it's opening its beak to do something.
Okay,
We have to
Raven.
do the thing.
But you only have two of you.
What is the lesson we learned this week?
There is only.
I'm
so
gonna
there's-
say you have a particular ability that may be very useful, which involves blocking an attack.
There's only two of
Excellent.
us here, though,
There
right?
are only two of you here.
Yeah.
You've never tried doing a combined attack with only two rangers.
But we have enough affection between the two of us that we can replace 4 people.
Stop saying sweet things while I'm bleeding out.
I think this is like the conversation that you're having on the ground. You're like, but what do we do? Like you're just
We have to run. We have to run.
and the bird swoops in and it's getting lower and lower and opens its mouth and begins a screeching noise. What happens?
Where is this taking place at?
This is in like a park in the middle of the city.
What time of day?
It's night. It's moonlight.
night?
That is perfect. There's perfect.
There
moonlight.
is a fountain off a little bit in this area, and all of a sudden, a breeze starts rolling in. Rose petals fly around
across the two of
and,
you.
and they float over you, and they all seemingly form in this fountain, and they go into the fountain. And then rising from the fountain,
Needlessly dramatic.
You mean
Is it needless?
I don't know.
rising from the fountain,
What do they look like? What do we see?
a masked man holding a rose, wearing a suit entirely made of rose petals, with a little bit of rose gold trim,
Okay.
stands up and
No, keep going. You're committed to this.
stands up and where are they at? They are on the ground. She's
so we
coming at
imagine
him.
there is a bird and it is swooping, a giant magpie swooping down on them in the middle of this park. There's a pile of crap that has been collected by this magpie through people, and in fact, like civilians, like are just still bringing stuff and like putting it on the giant pile. But yeah, it's like a park, so we can kind of maybe imagine like it's sort of a long rectangle. You're coming from behind them at the fountain,
So
and then the pile is here, and they're kind of like right in the middle.
There is
clearly.
largely a silhouette that you see of just with the little like so you can see the lining is a little rose gold. So that's glistening a little bit in the moonlight, and walking from the shadows here, Duchess Havardi,
It's not her name.
Sega Realm scum. I knew Princess Sodium was getting desperate to send the likes of you here.
I think there's a moment where the bird just sort of reels and is like confused and then continues.
Why don't you pick on someone who's not dying?
What are Mac and Raven? What do you do? This is happening.
And
like
so while this is happening, he is like slowly and calmly walking towar's you guys.
How many rose petals are there?
Just like a torrent of
like
them.
thousands,
So,
like too many rose
When
petals.
when they show up, Raven thinks she may be having a stroke.
Quite possible.
I think
It is plausible.
Big Mac's here to be like, this smells like you.
Is Big Mac allergic to roses?
She's got allergies. Oh no. But Corvus pulls herself up and was in the process of cause all that's in her mind is we have to get out of here. We have to escape. And rushing towards Mac, fallen on the ground as much as she can, like blood coming from the corner of her mouth and her nose, holding on to her side, limping a little bit. Very dramatic. And then this bepedaled man
Oh, gorgeous,
rises
gorgeous,
from
by the way.
fountain.
You can tell even in like shadow that there's very little light. You can tell he's very attractive.
I did give him like level 3 or 2 appearance or something.
It's
on par with
pretty
Novella.
real. It's pretty
Wow.
high.
Lower numbers are gooder, right?
No, not when it comes to
Higher
like
numbers.
abilities like
Not when it
appearance.
comes to how hot I
Appearance is one of your attributes. It's not
okay.
like your.
Oh,
body, so
dang. I
whatever.
got strong body level 2, so attractive level 3 is like 1.5 my
Doesn't matter.
body, but in the face.
I don't remember if it's. I think it might
Section.
only be level 2. I don't
Level
remember.
Oh, I see.
17.
Oh, it's a
It's definitely
special
not
like
level
ability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
17.
It's kind of like your
Oh,
like
okay.
Makes
key
me have strong
strengths.
body.
Oh, I see. I see.
So, as you are walking towards them, the bird, the creature, Duchess of Avartia.
Havarti.
Havarti.
No.
Duchess Havarti.
Nope.
From the Sega
is,
realm.
Is undeterred, and opens their jaw and lets out a screech, and they are going to unleash their attack. You can choose to try and
I will
use your
deflect.
ability to deflect, because
I
they
will-
have succeeded. So you need to spend the EP that it says.
Yes.
It should say the amount of
Absolutely.
EP. And then we'll say for this ability, it's probably a soul, like it's your primary ability.
Okay, so I should roll for that?
So roll soul, so you want to roll under.
Oh, done. 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as that happens, what does it look like
So,
when you stop the
Does
attack
it?
from
So
happening?
the Duchess Havarti is going in for the attack, and right standing in front of Mac and Raven
Good.
is just our boy right there, smelling a rose in the face of this beast, and just holds the rose out and says, "Time to smell the roses." And then the rose deflects the attack, deflects
just-
everything. Just a huge burst of energy, like
Kinda
no.
like- does it-
so like
does
the wind like disperses on the side of everyone.
Does it almost look like the rose, like sort of a mystical, like larger version of the rose, like a shield opens up,
Yes,
like a little Steven
it
Universe.
does. It does like a rotating until it reaches its size and just.
I'm feeling very Utena right now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of.
Is this
Oh.
the first man we've seen in the show?
No, there's been male characters.
Chris?
There's been Chris. There's like been
Duchess.
background characters that are male.
Duchess Havarti.
I need to know if Chris and Novella are still together. Christina.
So do I, but
Anyway,
for different
continue.
reasons.
What?
What?
I think we've had an on and on relationship.
Did you say an on and on relationship?
Oh, I probably did.
You boys.
Only been going.
Oh.
So, and you see this, the attack gets dispersed, and the bird kind of like tilts its head to one side, like the ooze still dripping from its one like pierced eye,
Yes.
and like looks and is confused. Like, this is different.
I love the new look.
And they kind of let out in like a bird sort of screech, "Do I know you?"
Let's just say that roses are red, violets are blue, and with my help, the Rangers and I will defeat you.
That is a very complicated sentence. All right, Rangers, react.
I
What do you
think
do?
this is our chance.
What just happened? Who is he? What is happening?
I,
It doesn't matter. Come, Ranger combo attack.
And like
I am
just
standing in front of you.
pulls out a very large javelin from underneath the cape.
When they do this, I would like to take the rose and literally through the thorns, like just rip through the thorns. Nothing happens to my hand, but a bright golden light shines out.
Okay.
I grab the petals and I throw them over the rangers. I'm using my boost ability to.
You want to give them inspiration?
Yes, I would love to give them inspiration.
All right.
Or I guess rejuvenation. I don't know which one.
Rejuvenation just applies to you, so that
Okay,
one you don't
then-
need to
okay,
worry
then,
about.
yeah.
The other one, if you want to give them EP, they could add that to they could increase their damage, or you can just make it easier for them to hit.
Okay. So I roll inspiration. Would that be soul as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 7. Yeah, just barely.
Okay. So each of you feel like this light sort of settle over you, and it seems like it seems easier almost. It seems like it's less of a struggle. That even though there are only 2 of you, you might be able to succeed.
Now, rangers, put the petal to the metal.
We're gonna discuss this later. And she steps around him.
Do we both step around him?
Yeah,
and
in
like,
the formation. And engage in our combo attack.
Okay. It's only 2 words, so you've got to
Yes.
make it a good 2 words.
Oh God.
Or you can make 4 words. We can do 2 and 2.
Oh God.
Anna, you can just show up on camera.
no. Let her live in this life.
That was distracting. All right. You first.
Describe what you do. How do you begin this attack? As the
I
bird is
think,
starting to circle up
yeah.
in the sky, it looks like it's going for another
So I
passing
think
dive.
Mac takes out the javelin and does like a cool spin catch, and it's kind of like holds it out as in like a assistance kind of like for you, and says deadly. And as that happens, I think the javelin starts to get sharper and starts to turn like the wood starts to go from pure white painted as from a gymnasium to be like aged and darker and covered in splinters and much more the aesthetic as the one to the right.
And as the javelin is handed over, she takes it, spins it about above her, and then launches it up into the air where the sky cracks open and almost like it looks like a black tornado, except as it comes down and forms begin to coalesce into a murder of crows that dive bomb down into Empress Avartia, Duchess Avartia,
Call her Ava Cobalt.
Duchess.
She has a real name, and then she has her persona name.
Duchess of Artia. As Raven finishes deadly charity.
That's perfect. That is the perfect.
Thank you.
Deadly charity. As the
One of them was spatula, right?
You mean whisk horse? Yeah. At one time we got 2 words.
That's
They
wonderful.
don't go together.
Which course was one? I think that was me.
That was you, yes. You are also calisthenic, which I watched that part, and it was this beautiful moment where you went through 2 other words before, and you were like, energetic, and then something else, and then no, calisthenic.
That sounds right.
Deadly charity.
Deadly charity.
That's
The
good.
crows, they swirl in the dark light as they turn into kind of tiny pinpoints, like miniature javelins each. And as the magpie is whirling around, trying to take another pass, they fling at her, pummeling her, impaling her, turning her into a pincushion of a bird before it finally disperses into a dark light. And eventually, the pulse dissipates into nothingness. And the air is calm. The people who are putting their things in the pile all just sort of stop and are confused and turn around as if to go home. And the 2 of you are there. You still have your ranger forms on, but you feel spent. You feel like you just consumed a lot of energy, but maybe not as much energy as you would normally have had to consume if there'd only been 2 of you. And just standing there, possibly.
Oh no, not standing.
No.
He has walked back to the fountain, and he's just kind of like reclining on it, like with one leg over the other, just kind of like looking like at himself and not taking any selfies, just
looking
just
at himself
enjoying
in the
view.
surface of the phone.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's the worst already.
Okay, like,
Do you want, wait, before, don't take that bag, that's my girlfriend's, and like runs over to the pile.
no, she grabs onto the bag. No, please have it, it's not mine. Stop it. I don't want any of that stuff. You're gonna ruin my rep. There are like 5 goths in this town, and I need to. Anyways, there's a man reclining over on that. He just like came up from and then used powers and like, what is going? Edward!
I can hear you.
What?
Yesterday, a wildebeest came through our English class to warn us about
No,
Havarti.
Edward never transforms.
Oh, he's always.
Edward has too much dignity. He's not Hubert. He's only.
Oh,
Hubert.
he's always only ever a
A
cat.
cat came into our English class to warn us about a giant magpie. A guy made out of roses is the least of our problems.
Okay, but this is different. I'm used to cats coming in and telling us about giant evil things. This is different.
They're
We
having
need
this
to know-
conversation like 10 feet
Oh yeah,
away.
no, I'm like I can definitely hear you too.
We
I
need
am
to
not
know
quiet.
what is happening. And so Corvus marches herself right over to the fountain.
Hello.
No, like, no.
Do you just like charge in
just
and
said-
like shove yourself in front of Raven
No.
He was
like
just saying
possessively?
hello.
You can say hi. You can't say it again.
Hello.
Yeah, you can't say it that way.
I did though. That's just how I talk.
Maybe that's just like his thing. Like, let's not, if he's got like a speech thing, we don't want to make fun of him for that.
Fair.
Very rude. You see him just kind of take a little notebook out and just write rude.
So, like, first off, I guess, thank you.
You're welcome. You two really rose to the occasion.
See the puns. We need to maybe.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
that's
and
pretty good.
who are you? What? There is no such thing as a good pun ever.
Don't open the gift that I left in the bottom of your locker.
You left me a gift.
Ah, I see. There's a budding romance.
What? Look, okay, that was the last rose pun that you're gonna use, Mister.
Okay.
And who are you?
Well, I think it all stems from.
This is a choice that you've made.
I did.
You either commit to it or you give
Well,
up.
I think your question is rather, why am I here?
No.
No,
I
like,
don't-
who
yeah,
are
yeah,
you?
I'm with you on
Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have assumed. That's for me to know. And maybe for you, if you're lucky, to find out. Also, hey.
that. No.
Excuse me, no.
Cute.
We are cute.
What? Okay, wait.
Have you
All
seen my
right.
Facebook?
What? You can't be a ranger. Like, that's totally like a girl thing. It's a girl thing, right? It's a girl thing. I think it's a girl thing.
I mean,
I'm
we've-
declaring it a girl
We've
thing
only
right
met
now.
4, so
You technically 5.
yeah,
Mackenzie.
yeah. I got it from my sister, so 5, and all her friends were also girls.
Frankly, if I wasn't here, both of you would likely be bird food.
That is fair.
We definitely.
So why don't
would-
we not sow the seeds of distrust?
We don't know you.
But I did save you, because you were in need of saving. So,
But you won't tell us your name.
were it that simple.
Is this?
You can just call me Rose.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, Rose.
Good game. And like reaches out a hand. Yes.
It's a little sweaty.
I'm going to grip as hard as I can in like one of those like one of
Yeah.
those like grip contests.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you win. I
Oh.
mean, you can roll that off if you want. Both of you need to roll under your body.
I did.
I did too.
What's your body?
4. I got 4.
So you need
Oh,
to
I
roll
got 4.
under.
Yeah, under. No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ouch. Ooh. Ooh. That's a good grip you have there.
She's very strong.
Yes, I can tell. I saw how high she threw you.
You did throw very high. I mean, no, wait. You flew very high.
Yeah, that wasn't flying so much as like being thrown and then falling. But we'll talk about that later. So like, where did you come from?
Now, this is a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to talk about where I came from?
Yeah, you're probably not supposed to talk too much about exactly why
okay.
you're there, but yeah, you can
Okay.
you can talk about like you're kind of equivalent to
Let's just say
you're there to help.
I have a particular interest, and I'm working on behalf of someone who has a particular interest in the Celestial Rangers.
You make this sound so fucking creepy.
Do you...
What, like Edward?
Perception?
Who?
How
You
old
heard
is
of
this
Edward.
person?
Oh, Edward.
You don't like who
Yeah.
even knows
Oh,
about
like-
no, clearly, I want to point, he's clearly like 18.
Like high
it is
school?
it is a boy.
Or, okay, so
Like he's affecting the deep voice.
Yes,
but
it's like it will like
do,
yes.
do you go to Oceanwood?
yes. wait.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to keep these secret or?
I mean, we're super bad at that.
You don't know our names.
But like
Oh, I know your names. But here, he pulls out the notebook and just like, yes, we have.
wait, what?
Yes.
You don't
I
know
don't
my
see
name.
trash or telenovela, but I do see
Excuse
Crow
me?
and the Baconator, right?
What?
Excuse me.
Don't laugh.
Oh, sorry.
laughing.
April and the.
What did you just call me?
It's like the feathers.
like you do full on like Ghibli, like hair starts raising and like the feathers ruffle.
What did you just call me?
Raven. It's Raven.
It is not.
It's Raven.
It is a secret.
Hun, I know.
Are you seriously hunting me right now?
When we get to the car, we'll talk about this.
What?
Do you want me to leave you two
Are you
alone for a
trying to
little
tell
bit? Or...
What? Look. He won't even tell us his name. Sure, he saved us and everything, but like, we totally don't know if there's like some kind of like alternate, like, motivation or something. And the fact that he knows who we are.
Let's ask him. What homeroom are you in?
That's
Mrs. Rogers. Damn it! Wait, are we not supposed to?
Yep, you're all in Mrs. That we have never established who the homeroom teacher is until now. Thank
Mrs.
you,
Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers.
Great.
wait.
Is that you?
Do
is
I-
that, is
do
that your
I-
homeroom?
Do I recognize him at all?
Oh, that's a question. What grade are you in?
Oh, I'm a senior.
You're senior.
Oh,
Then no.
no,
You're
none
I'm
of us.
a sophomore.
I'm a junior. Is Dramata a senior?
Yes.
I think so. I have.
Oh, that I am. Yes.
Yeah,
I believe
and
so.
then
Thrash,
Thrash
is a freshman.
Yes, Trash is a freshman.
No, Dramata is a junior.
Okay, so we don't have any.
You
don't
do
have-
realize
but-
that if you call her that to her face,
But
she
she's
will like
just looking
completely
at,
wreck you.
You would know. Andromeda
I
is
did not.
currently out of town looking at college campuses because as a junior you need to
So-
look at college campuses so you can apply for them as a senior.
So I know that.
And Thrash is looking at college campuses, but you're pretty sure she just said that right after Novella said that, and she's definitely doing something she doesn't want to talk about.
No, her house is. Well, actually, we don't have. No.
we don't know.
Yeah.
We know very little about
Yeah.
Thrash.
I thought
She was just like, yeah, I'm doing that too.
I heard she got thrown into juvie because she killed the president. Even though the president's still alive.
There's a lot of rumors.
Speaking of other things, do you know if is Ranger Andromeda around by any chance or no?
I think you guys probably have mixed homerooms. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Is she gonna be here or is just curious?
Are you Chris?
No.
Is he Chris?
He doesn't look like Chris.
Who's Chris? Who's Chris?
Oh, he doesn't know who Chris is.
You don't know who I am.
Who are you?
Well,
I'm
you're not Chris.
He's not Chris. Are we bullies now? Just Tony asking.
Listen,
I don't know if you've met me or not, but I've always been a little bit of a bully.
Whopper, Miss Showers. Listen, I am
Not
here
everyone.
to observe and report.
So you're a narc.
He's a nerd.
I'm-
Really bad. That was like the
No.
one part of the job you're not supposed to tell them about. That's fine.
There's a lot of my job that I am. Listen here. I have come
You're
to
here
help
to
you.
help them.
I have come here to help you defeat the Sega Realm.
Nega Realm. If you're gonna help us defeat it, you should probably learn what it is.
I've known about the Sega Realm for years.
Nega Realm.
Princess Emoji and I
Oh, yeah.
have been
No,
battled
he's right.
for days.
Wait.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow at school.
No, you won't, because what's that?
What? Damn it!
And like you just see there's like a rose bush that he's just kind of in, like a little bit, but they don't see it because it's dark.
No, it's dark. What time
And
is it?
it's late.
Is it
It's pretty
curfew?
late.
Can
Oh
I-
yeah, it's probably like midnight.
Still
I
some
should
rustling
probably
in the
drop
bushes.
you off.
Yeah,
I just
you
think
hear
it's
some rustling, but you think it's like a raccoon.
Raccoon. Raccoon.
Okay, but look, I get that he like helped us and he's kind of weird and in that way that makes you think that he's probably just sort of harmless and not really like up to anything, and he was spouting a bunch of gibberish, so he probably doesn't even really know why he's here. I mean, it very much seems like this is his first day on the job.
I remember that.
But
remember that one time?
that
I thought
doesn't mean that we can trust him. You are so like trusting and nice, and it's going to get you killed. So maybe we should just sort of like, you know, play it cool and see what he's up to and decide and figure out if we can identify that mouth
Those gorgeous eyes.
and those eyes.
You hear the gorgeous eyes thing from the bushes, but like you process it as your own thought for a second.
Gorgeous eyes.
we do know his homeroom.
I mean, they were kind of nice. What?
We do know his homeroom.
Yes.
So let's just.
Are you like getting to the car and like saying this? And
Yeah.
do you de-transform?
Yes.
It's like all the feathers just sort of fall out.
Just sort of, yes.
You molt.
Yeah, I mean, she just kind of, and then they fade away into the ether
I think Mac just
as she
like.
climbs into the pickup truck.
I think as soon as Mac drops her cape, it becomes like a sporting towel, you know, like the one they use at a gym, and then she's just her normal outfit. So there's just a bunch of gym towels. I see what you mean, like, but remember that one time you almost killed me because I figured out you were a witch?
You get that was like a joke, right? I mean, that I'm not a witch. Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm just
Totally a
saying,
witch.
if he can stop a magpie or whatever, a bird or whatever, Havarti, in its tracks, it might be useful to have him around.
I'm not saying that we should like avoid him. I don't know if we could, considering he just appeared in like a shower of flower petals.
Trust him.
But
You're not in the car.
He's in the back.
I did vacuum.
But
This is a
you-
shrub.
I always
look, I'm just saying, let's be like cautious, especially because it's just us right now, and I mean, we almost got our asses handed to us by that bird.
Oh, we did. But I see what you're saying, and I value your opinion,
Thank you.
and I think it's really important that you tell me when to trust somebody, because I already trust him. So if you tell me to trust him, then I'm going to super trust him
But if you tell me not to trust him, then I'll just trust
a
him.
little bit.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go.
Do you want to go to that coffee shop before you get home?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you stop on the way home. You stop on the way home.
Your
and-
jacket always smells a little bit like lead additive that I put in my old truck when you get home.
Cute.
I make sure the front seat is vacuumed because the dog's always in the back seat.
You have like a special like raven blanket you put on top of it. You drop her home. You head home. You rest up the night. You rest up to full. And
Oh, good, because I need.
Because I'm gonna die.
And then you, the next day, you get up and go to school. You arrive in school. And, are you two going to try and do anything? So that's what you wear. That's your school clothes.
I'm a normal kid. What are you
As
talking about?
opposed to that.
Yeah.
Totally normal kid. You're that kid. Oh, I was that kid.
I mean, I think life has led us all here, so maybe we were all a
We
little
were
bit
all a
that
little bit
kid.
A little bit that kid.
Yeah.
But like, why are you
nodding,
wearing
she
that
knows.
one piece of clothing?
Why did you make 3-fingered gloves and wear them to shoot?
Why did you cut off a pair of tights and put holes in them and wear them as elbow-length fingerless gloves?
Why did you try to rock that soul patch for 3 years, Marcus?
One of those does not apply to 3 of us.
No.
I mean, I tried to rock the soul patch, but just for a year. At school the next day, Raven will 100% be on the lookout for some suspicious cheekbones, and also is particularly like, I'm watching you around any new boys who are in the homeroom.
Are you in Miss Rogers' class?
But you said that we were all in the same homeroom.
You're
like a
mixed homerooms.
homeroom.
I don't think. Let's do an even odd. Pick even or odd. Just pick one.
Odd.
Odd. Okay, roll a die and tell me if it's even or odd.
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 Okay, you're all in the same homeroom.
Boom.
Did we get transferred in?
I think it's like new semester, and so like every
Well, I got held
semester
back a
they,
little bit. Like I got held back a semester.
They're mixed homerooms.
Oh, okay,
So like
okay,
they split them across the whole grade. So like everybody, it's the like they're trying to get everybody to kind of get along with each other, and so they do like the mixed homeroom thing. That's the thing that's
After that one 3-day-long food fight, they needed
Yeah.
to do something.
So they're like trying to get everybody to like cross grade like
Yeah.
get along. So yeah, you're totally innocent.
Yeah.
But there's no one new. There's no one new in this homeroom.
When the sophomores are lobbing fireballs at the juniors, you know that you need to do something to try and build cohesion amongst the gooey ducks. So,
I believe it's pronounced geoducks.
did anybody hear that?
At
The
some
Spanish
point,
word for goat is lecubracabra.
Nope.
Lecubracabra.
do you hear this conversation happening?
Yep.
Like the
It's-
how much do you want to resist going over there?
Si, senor means
Yeah,
hello,
No, it's not.
gentlemen.
Probably
No, it
only.
doesn't.
You've probably been at Oceanwood for a while, but
No,
like
it is.
it's one of those high schools that's kind of so big that like even people in your homeroom, like you're like, yeah, I know who they are, and then you don't care.
Si se puede means yes, I can.
Like you don't have any classes with him and things like that. You're just hearing all of this.
It's kind of
Here, flash me.
Don't say that to me in public.
taking notes.
I need help. I can read my writing through the card.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
I write very hard, so I write through. Like you can see the imprint on the other side.
It's like all in Spanish, or it's all in Sharpie, so it just like bleeds through.
yeah. No, I was Spanish text in 3 days.
Chupacabra was super wrong.
Oh, what is goat then?
That's like the goat sucker.
Oh, well then we should probably check my cards. I think I got those mixed up.
Who made these cards? Did
Wait,
Thrash
you're
make
looking
these
at-
Thrash made
cards?
You're looking around for suspicious cheekbones.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll me mind. Let's see
Mind.
how suspicious these cheekbones are.
Suspiciously delicious.
No, I rolled
mean-
a 6.
I'll roll mine.
Okay.
My mind
Okay.
is 4.
I really miss Thrash.
I got it.
What?
You kind of like look up and you look across the room and,
Did
and
I hear them say no? It's not.
yeah, you definitely hear it, and like the voice
No,
is
it's
more
not.
familiar to you than. Are you a theater kid?
Maybe.
Is Ray in the theater?
Ray
Is he
does a little bit of theater.
is he
dabbles a
maybe
little bit.
practicing a particular like soliloquy?
Yeah.
Or,
He's
like,
over,
reading
he's
a
over in the
poem about
corner,
roses.
Just thinking about roses.
And then does his voice get that kind of like rose deep?
A rose by any other name.
And that's what you hear.
Yo! And I like yell at him and point. It's him.
What the fuck?
It's him.
What?
No, it's not.
No, his voice is totally different.
No, I heard it.
What are you looking at?
Okay, how
What,
long?
are they juniors?
I'm a
We-
junior.
Are you both juniors?
No.
No, I am a sophomore.
We looking at juniors and sophomores.
Max stands up and is like 6.5 feet tall.
That's really fucking tall.
Wait, am I not that tall?
You are not
That's
6'6".
6'6".
How tall am I? How tall
I
am
will
You
give
said
you.
5'10" last time.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think.
give you between like 5'8". I'd even let you go up to 6
I'm
foot.
5'8".
That is-
I want to be taller. I'll
Okay,
6 foot.
5'10". Like
5'10".
5'10". How does that sound? Like I will even give you up to 6 foot, but I will not give you 6.5
You're like a
feet.
full head taller than I am. Wow. All right.
I'll be 5'10" then. Gravity pulled me down.
So as you stand up and walk towards me, a couple people who are positioned behind me, seniors, kind of all roll around, but behind me they're wearing leather jackets with white shirts, and they're ready to go. And
They're all drama kids.
no, they're rehearsing for West Side Story.
Yeah.
I want to point that out, but you don't know that right now, unless you read the poster, which I don't think you did, because no one signed up for auditions. Whatever. Anyway, what are you looking at, underclassmen?
Raven, can I do the thing?
Do it.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
All right, roll your attack combat value.
Oh no!
You want to roll under?
I didn't know what it was, but I was just gonna encourage you no matter
Yeah,
what.
she decks you. So normally for an attack, it reminds me to pull up the.
I'm gonna point out that I have gotten into 3 separate fights in school. I hope the principal doesn't find out about this.
We're going to the principal's office
in
immediately.
Actually, no. This is so perfect for me. You have given me an amazing gift, Claudia. Thank you.
Always, every time.
Every time. Okay, so this is unarmed. So what's your attack combat value?
My attack value is 7.
Okay, you take 7 points of damage.
Are you talking about? Wait.
No, your attack combat value. Whatever the ACV is in that little table with mind, body, soul.
Oh.
ACV,
7.
what's that number? 7. You take 7 points of damage. Your unarmed attack is your attack combat value. That's how much damage you do. Yeah, she just decks you.
This is not at all what Raven expected when she gave Mac permission to do the thing. And thus she is out of her seat in her once more immaculate and expensive and high-end goth wear. She never goes anywhere near Hot Topic. No one saw otherwise. And she goes right over to where the hubbub is happening. Oh my god, Mac, you're gonna get detention. Hey, are you okay?
Mackenzie! Mrs. Rogers turns around. Mackenzie, are you okay?
He was trying to haze me.
Mackenzie, I'm going to... you know what? I'm going to just have all of you have separate meetings.
What?
With the guidance counselor.
What?
You're not necessarily in trouble, but you clearly have some feelings that you need to have
I
conversations
got
about.
punched.
Mackenzie, go first. Do you want to go to the nurse?
The only feelings I have are pain.
Would you like to go to the... Mrs. Showers.
Mrs.
Miss Showers. April.
That's against teacher code.
But
that's what
actually,
Mackenzie
do you
said.
get all your teachers to call you Raven?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Raven. Let me finish. Would you like to go to the nurse, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
there's
take him there.
there
Why
is
don't you go to the nurse and then you can check in with the guidance counselor?
okay. There's a little bit of tear water in the eyes. Just
I'm gonna pick up my bag all coolly.
Mackenzie, go speak with Miss Roth. She's the new guidance counselor. I
The
think she's
last
the
one
who's
just
in today.
laughed. I
Okay.
hate Miss Ross.
So you do you go to the nurse right away? Raven, what do? Do you try and follow someone?
I do not go to the nurse right away.
Okay. Where do you go?
I go around to my locker and I open it up. A couple petals fall out and I just quickly push them back in.
like
And I pull out a notepad
petals.
that says, "Ray's Super Secrets." And it's like a really big. It's kind of pink. There's rose stickers on it, and writing in rude, aggressive, kind of dumb.
You're following him. Okay.
But
yeah.
I'm also super shifty.
Yeah, he's super shifty. That part you see it. You see him writing stuff. Do you want to try and see what he's writing?
I put it back in the locker and I shut it and walk away.
No, but she is absolutely going to come right up to him.
Okay. So you're putting it back in your locker and
Yeah.
you turn around to walk away and Raven's right there.
Raven is 5'2". Ray, right? Look, I'm sure Mackenzie didn't mean to. Sometimes she gets a little carried away.
Are you guys usually like this?
She can be a little excitable, And I just think that it would be super cool of you to, like, not, you know, make a big deal out of it to the principal or anything. Do you, like, need to
I'm fine.
cancel
No, this is exactly where I want to be.
this situation?
No, this is
I
great.
think she, like, okay, do I know, like, I know she says, oh my god, that's the guy, but, like, have I
Yeah.
been able to tell, like,
I mean, you're maybe not 100% confident, but like you're definitely suspicious enough.
Okay.
There is, he goes back to open up the locker. There is a mirror in the locker with, like, lipstick kisses on it. And the light on the mirror reflects so perfectly on his face.
You could also use your Raven sense.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to, but I
So
wanted to let this play out.
So perfectly, like,
So
set,
perfect.
like literally the magic hour is happening on his face. With the tissue, with blood coming out of his
yeah,
nose.
I'm
a little
sorry. No
bruised.
matter your level of attractiveness, you look kind of like an idiot right now.
But a really handsome idiot.
A handsome idiot, but you're like,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not denying that, but the handsome part is the underlined
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. She's going to use her her ability to her soul.
to sense the presence
Sense,
of
yes.
magic and evils.
Yes.
Roll soul. Roll your soul.
Yes.
Okay. You kind of like you narrow your eyes. You know, you piercing into the fabric of his very being, and it sort of flares up in your mind, and has like a glow about it that feels very familiar to you, but a little bit different. It's almost like a ranger, but not quite the same. In fact, you would even go so far as like the main difference. It just doesn't seem quite as like as powerful. Like rangers have a very raw, sort of almost primal energy. This is like lower and softer and almost gentler. But you don't sense evil.
No evil.
There is also in the locker.
No evil. Just
She kind
incompetence.
of tips up on her toes, leans closer. You're Rose.
No, and like essentially like it would be like this. So Raven's here, leaning up. Ray is right here. The camera would be here in the locker. There's literally the mask and the rose just sitting there.
I want to be clear; those things technically don't appear until. Oh, is the mask your item of power?
The mask is my item of power, and the rose are just things that I like.
Okay, as opposed to you getting great.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have a different item of power if you would like.
Mine are my shoes? I don't remember.
Yeah, yours are your shoes. You
Mine
had a
is-
ring, but I
yeah.
don't remember if you changed it.
It's probably still your claw ring.
Probably. It's just I've moved since then and I don't know where it is anymore.
There's also like crumpled up pieces of paper with like where you could if you do look you can kind of make out Stella's name on a couple of things.
Oh, with like a little heart.
Yeah. But that's only if you're looking hard.
Okay, you're Rose. You need to just stop denying it
I am
because
not-
I've
I don't know
definitely
what you're
seen
talking about,
your
Celestial
aura.
Ranger.
Yeah. See, you're so bad at this, and that's okay. I'm having a really hard time judging that because I am also kind of bad at this.
Listen, do not mess this up for me. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm very scared, and I love being able to transform. It is so cool. Like, it is literally the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I almost got cast as the lead in West Side Story, but Samantha got Maria, so I didn't. That was pretty cool.
Oh no.
So, like, I mean, just what? Yeah, okay. So I am Rose. I am the Paladin of Roses. Woo! You're the bird, and well, we're just yelling things.
Look, hand on mouth.
It's a very soft, very soft lips. Exceptionally soft lips.
First, hand back off of mouth. First rule of Ranger Club. No one talks about Ranger Club.
My
In
notes say
loud
that you're really
voices
bad
in
at
the
that.
hallways.
My notes also say that you're very bad at that
Look,
too.
we can talk about it in the library, but we don't talk about it in loud
That's why
voices
you're
in the
not
hallways.
supposed to talk.
We're working on it. Be the change you want to see in the Rangers. Technically, you're not a
Pulls it-
Ranger.
No problem.
Look.
I'm not a ranger.
Look, despite your weirdness, Your little speech has touched something deep in the tiny cockles of my dark heart. And I may possibly be coming over slightly to Mac's way of thinking that you might not be an evil entity sent here to trick us and kill us.
Is that how Mac treats evil entities who are not there to send?
That is how Mac treats literally everyone. She is a cinnamon roll. I will protect her with my life.
And Mrs. Brown,
Cut to.
there were 3 of them. I felt like they were gonna haze me. I wanted to impress my girlfriend. You know my girlfriend. She's great.
Yes.
We've talked a lot about
Tell me
it.
more about your girlfriend.
She's literally great. I don't know why she's dating me. I did try on the black lipstick once. It did not go well with my complexion.
So Mrs. Roth, she's kind of sitting there. She's like got a kind of a casual attire on, like jeans, and like a t-shirt and like
I
a
just
red
feel
blazer.
really open in front of Miss
like
Roth.
yeah, you feel really open. Like
Yeah.
her hair is like kind of like pulled back in like a low ponytail. It's sort of brown. And she's just kind of got like a little bit of an unassuming sort of appearance.
She's
to
kind of
her.
cool. She has a couch in her
Yeah.
office, and she puts her own blankets on it.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, she's like one of those cool teachers. Maybe actually like her hair, she's got like an undercut. Like she's cool like that.
Does she have like an undercolor where if you move it, it's got like a little bit of green?
Yeah, there's a little bit of like some bright red underneath.
I'm just saying, like,
You feel. It seems like you're a little like you're angry. Like you had some pent up rage that you really needed to get out.
no, it was I just didn't. He was smaller than me, and there was 2 other ones, and I was like, I can't. I don't want. Didn't.
It's okay to sometimes it's okay to sometimes just feel like you need to punch something.
Thank you. Can you
Yeah.
tell that to the vice principal?
That's a very normal feeling to have. Do you get that feeling a lot?
I mean, sure. That's what sports are for.
Yeah. So outside of sports, how do you solve your problems? Like when you and your girlfriend are clearly having some sort of disagreement.
Talking about it.
And how does that go?
Good.
You feel like she listens to you? I mean, she doesn't seem like someone who would be listening to you.
I mean, I think she listens.
Do you feel like people listen to you in general?
Sometimes. I know in our club, I'm not the leader, and I should be the leader. I'm the
That doesn't-
biggest.
that
I didn't even
doesn't
get my
matter.
turn.
Normally the strongest member of the team is the leader. That's really normal. You are the leader of the track team, right?
I'm a junior, so
not yet.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah. I just like maybe I. Yeah,
You
I
just
should
need to
be
assert
leader.
yourself some more. Show everyone who's boss. Go ahead and roll me a soul check.
Oh, here we go.
Did not make it. I did not make it by a lot.
You feel inside of you this thought, like, yeah, you should show people.
Yeah.
You should like, they're dumb and they're stupid and like
It's
you're
my
better
turn.
than them. And you know what? If you need to just punch them in the face a few more times to prove it, then damn, you should do that.
It's my turn.
Like you kind of just want to.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch
mad.
it. I'm gonna push. And like talking to you, I'm gonna push Thrash in a locker, and I'm gonna rip Dromada's books in half.
It seems like you should really go out and express your feelings.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad we had this talk.
Is it after school?
No, it was first thing in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'll have to wait. Like, I think as she leaves, she kicks over a garbage can in the
Yeah.
office, and you hear "Da-na-na-na-na," as you know, bad music
Yeah.
plays. I think she I assume Big Mac wears a denim or track jacket. I think
Yeah.
she pops the collar
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the jacket.
Do you
as she
like pull
leaves.
out some aviators and stick them on?
Yeah, I do.
And excellent. I think we're gonna take a quick break there, just a few minutes. So as the music fades out, like we see Big Mac walking away, popping the collar, sticking on the aviators, and we just hear down 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 down. And it fades to black. You are all amazing. We're gonna take a really quick break. You yourselves should go take a quick break. I will find some sound to play in the background. I feel like Geek Space has
I'll just
sound.
sing. I'll just sing.
No.
And I'll leave the mics on.
Not okay. Nope.
I'm ready to shine.
Nope.
Luck be a lady tonight.
And let's get a break. Hello,
Sorry.
and welcome back. You're watching my channel. My name's Random Tuesday. You
gotta be
probably know
dark.
who I am, but you might not know who I am. That's cool. We're playing Celestial Rangers. You're hopping in the middle of this goodness. We just took a quick break. Hope you feel refreshed.
Feel it,
Celestial Rangers is a vaguely Sailor Moon-esque inspired RPG. Oh no!
Oh, no.
And
The Whopper's
let's
been
very
released.
quickly. Who are these people? And then we will jump back in. I want to like get you like dark eyeshadow or something. I don't even know. Who are you now? They can find out who your character is.
Hi, my name is Drunkly Romantic, and I'll be playing Ray Judith Light. He is the Paladin of Roses, and
In case you couldn't tell what
Yeah.
his theme flower was.
and yeah, I don't know where you would like. It's very subtle, I think.
It's very subtle. It's very subtle.
So yeah, I am a student who has interests that are going to be maybe elaborated on in this next exciting act of Celestial Rangers.
Rangers. And who do we have over here?
I'm Jackie Dash, J-A-K-I-D-A-S-H.
Ding.
But I'm
Do it again.
J-A-K-I-D-A-S-H. My song was off. I usually play Big Mac, who's like the biggest and the toughest and the jumpiest.
The Mackiest.
And
The
totally
Mackiest.
in a relationship with Raven, but now I'm Big Mac. I'm the biggest, toughest,
Popped
and
collar.
in charge.
Aviators. Full of rage.
And you're not in charge.
And over here also full of rage.
There's
Hi everybody, I'm Lizzie the Bold, always full of rage, and I'm also playing Raven, Ranger Corvus, the local goth, daughter of a politician who's never around, filthy rich, and also Mac's girlfriend.
So with that, in the previous half, the Rangers nearly got their asses handed to them by a giant bird, the embodiment of greed, one of Empress Emodia's servants. But they were assisted by none other than the Paladin of Roses, who showed up in the nick of time to prevent one of the attacks and allowing them to complete their combo attack and destroy the embodiment of greed. So the next day at school, they tracked down a pair of suspicious cheekbones and a strangely deep voice and discovered that the Paladin of Roses was none other than Ray Judith Light, the senior drama club kid in school. Raven and Ray had a little bit of a chat while Mackenzie, after punching Ray in the face, went to talk to the new guidance counselor.
He was gonna haze
Garnet
me
Roth.
with his other two seniors.
Yes.
Even
There
though
was
they
gonna
were
be
all
We were
smaller.
theater kids.
Even though they were all small
We
and
were literally
largely
going to
helpless.
rehearsal
And you know
after
what?
this.
The counselor gave her some really great advice that maybe she should assert herself and show them who's boss more often and work through her feelings that way
Gonna
as
get
the
raped.
deep pit of rage burns within her. Roth, R-O-T-H. There's no W technically.
Yeah.
But I think you've all figured out who she is. But that's fine. That's not what this show's
Wait, who is
about.
she?
We'll soon find
You'll
out.
never know. Maybe,
Can't
or
wait.
maybe you will.
Can't
So,
wait to see her
Big
name.
Mac pops her collar, kicks a trash can as she leaves the guidance counselor, like the waiting area, and another like kid looks at you and then goes into the guidance counselor's office. We just established that you were in homeroom, which Claudia has informed me that they don't do homeroom first period, which seems weird because that's what a form room was. But I guess homeroom and form room are different.
They also don't do magic girls in high school usually.
They don't.
So I think we
don't.
can
So we can kind of do whatever we want. So we will establish that it is not. It's probably partway through whatever period it was.
You can make it
between
first period if
homeroom.
you want. That's fine. Kids will just skip it.
That's probably totally normal.
Okay.
Let's say it's third period. So like you're into fourth period.
Awesome. Math.
Yeah, it's definitely math, which is not what you were studying with your flashcards.
No.
You're studying Chupacabra.
Spanish.
Sure.
So what do you
Thrash
do? Wrath, where are you going? Big
Ooh.
Mac, where are you going?
I go to my math room. The math room. And I think
Miss Mathis?
Miss Mathis.
Mathis.
And I think I go up to a kid in my cool jacket. This is like a kid who has helped me study in the past.
Yeah.
You know, we've
Like,
had a good
hey,
relationship.
Big Mac.
Hi. Give me the answers. Slams hands down, leans in. Or else.
We're kind of in the middle of working right now. I can help you with them.
That's not what I asked for. Just like pushes everything to the
Just like
ground.
sweeps it off the desk. Like the teacher turns around. Mackenzie, what are you doing?
I'm I'm in charge now.
No, Mackenzie, you are not. Mackenzie, go wait in the
Erase
hallway.
the board, write your name.
We'll have a conversation. Let me get everybody started, and then we're going to talk. Go stand out in the hallway, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie goes out the hallway and does not wait.
No!
Oh my goodness! What kind
So
of
not
rebel?
surprised. Waiting in the hallway is not effective.
It works for some kids. It works for kids who are
Aren't
just like they need a
filled
check
with
in.
rage.
Yeah.
So what does Mackenzie do? You gonna go find one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna find the Celestial Rangers because
Yeah.
it's my turn to
Yeah.
be in charge.
Yeah. And where would Raven be right now?
Raven is supposed to be in English class, but Raven is in the girls' room fixing her makeup. So that's where she is right now.
Okay. So you just kind of like start roaming the halls.
Yeah.
You like kicking in a locker or two, like
Yeah.
shoving someone out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just being terrible.
I want to see who you would run in. What are you up to? What are you up to right now?
I am actually following Big Mac around from
Okay.
a distance.
Okay.
So
you
and
s- yeah.
making detailed notes about what I'm seeing.
Okay, so you're seeing all of this. Great. I was gonna see if maybe she ran into you, but instead, like you
I'm not
eventually
super sneaky, but
find someone. She's not super observant right now, probably.
Well, Raven could be like coming
Yeah,
out of
you'll
the
come out of the bathroom and you'll run into Mackenzie in the hall. And so you'll kind of be like walking down the hallway and then you just hear like this clattering thud as someone like kicks in a locker or like kicks a locker and then like a yelp from someone else. I was like, hey! As you like round the corner on the hallway and you see Mackenzie like just having shoved someone into a wall. Big Mac.
Raven runs up to him and is like, "Hey, keep your hands off of my girlfriend."
Yeah.
Is he evil?
No.
It wasn't Ray. It was just like some random kid that she like shoved into
No,
a
no, I
locker.
know.
Oh, so you see Ray? Is that
No,
No, no,
no,
no.
no,
I
no.
ran up to
She
Mackenzie.
thinks the person that
So-
I just pushed
Yeah,
was
right.
bad
like
guy.
clearly she pushed
Thank
him.
you.
So like this must be like a
She must be
servant of
provoked.
Emodia.
Okay.
And so she's like, keep your hands off my girlfriend.
follow now. Thank
is
you.
Is this, is it evil?
No, he was just in the way. And then Matt goes like, I'm trying to make him go away. We're done here.
Okay. And then they just book it.
who are you?
Tell the soccer team I'll be there.
Okay!
You don't play soccer.
I'm gonna be captain of all the teams.
What?
I'm the biggest. Well, that's not true.
You play
I'm the
lacrosse.
toughest.
What? Wait. So that kid is
Mackenzie
not.
tried to give a knowing look.
I don't play lacrosse.
So wait, is that like track?
Yeah, you're track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
track. You play.
The lacrosse team is too good for
The
her.
lacrosse team
Yeah.
is what my sister played.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm-
Wait. So that kid is not like a servant of Emodia.
No, but we need to talk hand on the other side of the locker.
Oh no! Yes!
Raven is both a little bit concerned and maybe a little turned on because she's just been, what is it called? Coming on.
Yeah, it is a classic anime move that is. It's a very creepy anime move.
It is a creepy anime.
Yeah,
move.
that's just why bad Mac.
Bad Mac.
Bad Mac. Big bad.
It's my turn to become leader of the Rangers.
Wait. What?
I hear what you guys say. I'm not dumb. I
never
know
said you were dumb.
everybody got a turn to be leader. I never got to be leader.
Mac, it's like
It's my turn.
it's like a joke. Like nobody is really leader. We don't actually listen to like anyone. Except conveniently every so often at the end of like a battle we'll like rally around a specific person, but that's just like a thing we do.
Right when the joke's over. I will be leader of the Rangers now. And if you don't like it, we'll talk about that later.
It's just the two of us right now. Wait.
You see your
What?
locker bump, like just kind of behind a trash, like kind of.
Like
Wait,
trying to awkwardly hide
are
behind
you
a trash
okay?
can. You see Ray.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, I'm fine.
You're acting really weird. Like, you just kicked that kid. You don't kick kids. Like, even when they deserve it. Except for, sometimes
did
you
punch.
randomly do.
Yeah.
She's being corrupted.
What?
She's being corrupted
What?
by the evil Princess Bitcoin. I've seen it before. I've heard of it before.
This guy doesn't know. Like, okay,
No.
whatever. Look,
I do
This
know.
doesn't deal with you.
look. Is this like, you know? Are you like? Is this like, you know, like a phase? Are we having like a rebellious moment? Because it's usually my thing, and if we're like switching things up, like I just don't know how I'm gonna really, you know, fit into our new dynamic.
This is very, very alarming to Ray, who is a little more serious now, and actually will posture a little bit and walk between Raven, and the Whopper.
Excuse me. Me and my girlfriend are having a moment.
You were trying to stand in between them. Oh.
Because, I mean, like, Raven is not, like, she's, like, a little bit concerned, but she's not taking this seriously. Like, that was a cracking joke. Like, this is, whatever this is, will be over in a moment.
You are not taking anything from me. And I would like to, I think, let me know if
Yeah.
this kind of goes against our
Sure. Our tone.
code of you know,
Okay,
wise 07.
Are you talking about like your ranger code?
No. I'm talking about the rating of the show.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take his head and try to slam it against the lockers.
Yeah.
As soon
go for it.
as she touches me, I use my ability.
So technically, when you're not transformed, the only thing you can do, you're gonna transform.
Fuck it.
Okay, as soon as she touches you, you're gonna transform. All right, so first
The
roll your
glasses are
body.
still kind of like. Hold on, don't look.
I'm gonna let you
I
describe
can't do
your
it when
transformation.
I can't do it when you're
sequence.
looking.
Can I just do like?
Roll body.
I would like
no,
to.
no, it's attack. Roll your attack.
I think I slam him against the locker, and down there, he's just putting on his mask.
Well, you're gonna have to describe your transformation sequence. You can't just do this.
So like,
That's not how this works.
he's using the mask.
Wait.
I don't hit.
Big Mac goes in to slam you, and you kind of like duck out of the way and like fumble with the mask.
The hair's
Now,
like in front, and the eyes a little.
a
bit.
transformation for Marcus, who has not been on this show before, involves shouting a phrase and describing how your costume change happens. So what does
Puns
Ray's-
and roses.
Yeah, I
And-
hate him
and-
so much. You
And
can kill him now.
all the
Rangers.
lockers burst open, and rose petals fly around and swirl in a tornado, and kind of yeah, they're definitely hitting everyone a little bit. Not enough to do damage, but definitely enough to be like, this is a little uncomfortable. And it's like so she's gonna hear a lot of this with like. And there is suddenly an oval, like a glowing light of oval behind
You're all
Ray,
so bad at
and all of Ray's clothes melt off in a glowing way, like just
Okay.
glowing,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
nudity,
it glows,
glowing,
it glows. Oh, yeah,
glowing.
yeah.
But you could see the outline of like just the basic form, and then the oval, he falls into the oval, falls back into the oval and dissolves. The oval turns sideways. You can see it's a bathtub, and into the bathtub, all the roses rush into the bathtub and slowly pour over Ray's naked body.
No, that's not.
coat-
It's PG.
and
It's,
coat-
it's a PG.
well, it's
animation.
shiny.
not. It's shiny.
Yeah,
It's-
it's
you can't
shiny
see
naked.
anything.
I
Tell
hate
the
anime.
Sailor Moon.
No,
Sailor
you're
Moon
fair.
did that.
No, you're fair.
So very Sailor Moony. And then from the bath you see a hand, and then another hand, and then just somehow just kind of stands up vertically through the liquid in a full rose tux,
a lot.
and
Yeah.
and looks directly at Mac, and does this, and a rose flies into his hand. Try that again.
Yeah.
No!
And I think, can I do Dark Mac transformation?
Raven
I
is
mean,
gonna
yeah,
get
you
in
can turn
between this.
Okay, so we'll let you
Do we do
transform.
do we do our dual transformation scene?
No, she's not transforming.
Oh.
She's just trying to get
She's
in
the
between.
one
this.
who's aware that maybe you're in the middle of school and you shouldn't.
I think Mac, instead of lightly pumping up her shoes, slams her hand out into the ground, and then as she stands up, her she's got her ponytail still, and she has the gladiator motif going on, but like the capelet is like ragged and covered, and it's sort of like has a skull on it. And instead of her cool shoes, she's got combat boots, and she's just got a glove with way too many metal studs in it.
Yep.
That goes up,
Just too many.
and there's like little metal pointy things on all her Yeah.
just like extra studs,
Yeah,
stud jacket.
yeah.
So the two of them are in the hallway now, and you are facing off against each other. What?
It is also super sexy. I just want to point out.
No,
like, it
no,
is-
we
Yeah, no,
cover.
there's
This is
there's a lot of tension in this hallway,
And
and then
you're right
Raven,
in
you
between.
jump in between.
Yes. Between. What are the two of you doing?
transforming.
First Club of Celestial Rangers. I'm talking about Celestial Rangers.
He
You're
needs,
talking about it though.
he needs to learn right now who's in charge.
Raven,
No,
Me.
grabs the wrist of Mr. Paladin, grabs the wrist of
It's sharp.
Bad
It's sharp.
Mac.
We both. I have
both sharp.
thorns. I have some thorns.
Look,
very careful.
Look, she's gonna try their hands then, because you can't have studs on your hands.
But
Look,
That's-
you
I
grab
don't-
them
I
and
don't.
no thorns.
damn it.
He grabs
Yeah.
hold of the pair of them
You don't have
I'm just a
anti-grappling
stud
horns.
with thorns.
and hoists them both off, or attempts to hoist them both off to a utility closet nearby.
How much do you two resist what Raven is doing?
I think I kind of smile a little bit.
I do. So
do you get hoisted with dignity?
yeah, I get. I can I levitate at all?
No.
Is this something you do? No, I want to check. Because I was just kind of like levit.
Only at like poignant moments.
Okay.
Typically after or before an attack.
When the camera zooms in on
Yeah.
him as he's going, the background is pink.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
no, that's true. That is
Just-
100% true.
Into the closet, slams the door shut.
All three of us in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
is it clean or dirty closet? Like, I need to know.
It's like a partially full of like cleaning supplies closet.
Great.
So it is uncomfortable. There are three of you. You don't really fit.
Push in, slammed shut. What are you doing? What is this? I mean,
Raven.
like, I'm kind of into it, but also,
Yeah, you are.
what is happening
Raven,
here? What?
I have been following Mackenzie here.
That's not my name.
I've been following the Whopper here.
Big Mac.
Good word.
I've been
It's Big
following Mac around.
Correct.
Close
Learn the name of your new ruler.
I have been following Mac around, and I have reason to believe that she's been tainted by Princess Bitcoin.
Emotia and
Princess
she was
Gautier,
gone.
fine.
She was gone for like
So bad at
2
your
seconds. Like she just went to a couple classes and now
And
she's
threw
like
things
punk
off of a
rock
desk.
version, which I mean we can talk about this later. But you know what? Okay, look. He is a little bit weird, but he has a point because you totally like hit that kid and now you're like motorcycle chick and I'm trying not to be like distracted by that. And
Raven, it's
you-
okay to be distracted by strength. That's who I am now.
What?
Raven.
Listen to your senses. They
Mac!
know who's really
Raven, can I
in
talk
charge.
to you over here for a second?
Mac,
Like, just kind of
you-
shift like our bodies this way?
No,
Like,
like Mac, you are not in charge. You are definitely not in charge of me. Like, this is ridiculous. You need to just calm down.
I will earn your respect and your leadership by taking one of the team. And I literally am just going to, like, summon my javelin.
there's so little room. It's like brooms like are falling and he gets in the back of the
It's
head.
all very magical. Somehow, like the space works.
The walls break. and
Yeah.
it's kind of like
It all starts glowing,
Yeah.
and like you're in like maybe the void. It's hard to
Yeah.
tell. There's sparks.
Javelin, and I'm just going to try to take another dive at the paladin.
Okay, those paladin. All right, roll your attack.
I would wave my hand. I want to
What would you like to do?
take some of her power away.
Okay, that will happen after her attack.
Okay.
So you might get
I
hit.
It's
hit.
fine.
Okay, so she's hit you. You have an opportunity once per round. You can choose to defend yourself. You can roll and try and roll under your defense value.
Okay.
gonna-
Would you like to do that? You're gonna have a hard time, but
Yeah,
you
that's
can
gonna be
try.
really hard.
I assume this is my secondary
Oh my God,
attack.
yes.
I didn't say the magic words.
Yeah,
I-
what is your attack? You have
It
to
is
ask.
literally
Oh, no.
just a javelin swing.
Is that what you call it?
Javelin swing. I think it's just gonna be. I think I'm just gonna be called like. There's a.
So
I am the strongest. And
Okay.
just like try to just dive it directly into this area.
yeah, you get stabbed. How much damage do you do?
17, and there's a +2 defense penalty.
You did not succeed on the defense, so that is
No,
irrelevant.
no.
So you just get stabbed with what feels like a javelin. And then you react by like reaching out your hand and drawing energy from her. So for that, go ahead and roll me soul.
8. So I got my exact thing.
Okay, you succeed. So you feel like your energy, so the EP instead of your HP, just gets drained from you. And you lose, I think you have to spend 10 EP for that. So you spend
I
it.
do.
And then you lose 20 EP.
Whoa. Okay.
So what it looks like is he holds up the hand and like basically like pollen comes off into the rose.
Like it doesn't hurt, but like,
I feel tired.
yeah.
Not acceptable.
I have reason to believe that Princess something or other is corrupting the Rangers.
Empress. It's just look. What? I'm going to use my soul sight
Okay.
on Mac, even though it may seem obvious. Like
Yeah,
she just needs the
it's Raven.
confirmation.
You just
Raven.
don't want to look through the punk rock.
double sixes.
No,
I am in such deep denial.
Oh my God.
So
my God.
like enraptured by this new look that she has, and in a deep level of denial. And at that moment, it's okay because I'll add this in. At that moment in which you cannot see past her rangerness to notice if there's anything else, you hear the sound from outside of the closet, and maybe a little bit further away, just like yelling and like a primal sort of yelling, like people screaming at each other in a visceral and probably violent way.
Immediately, Ray just dramatically exits the door and stands out in the hall. What do I see?
In the hallway, for a moment, like, it looks pretty calm, and then you just see, like, down the end of the hallway, just, like, a couple of people just tearing into each other. Like,
Christ.
someone is on the ground and
Yes.
just, like, punching the shit out of someone else. And then you look further down, and you see, like, several people are sort of running. And there's just kind of a lot of commotion, and it's hard to make out exactly what's going on.
This is the greatest. I will be the strongest in the school. And like, I think as she walks out, she takes off her disguise kind of just falls off because now Mackenzie is one of
Okay, so you untransform.
is
Okay.
one of them the captain of the football team?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna steal his
Yes.
his
He's, like, beating the crap
Oh
out
no,
of someone
yeah.
on the
I'm gonna
ground.
just try to do a jump drop kick on this guy. Like,
Alright.
it is
Describe it for me, and then roll your attack.
there's gonna be just a run, and then it's gonna be like the jump up and just like both feet together, just try to hit directly at his head. And
Yeah.
I know I will probably hit the ground very hard, but I will be the captain of the football.
That's definitely how that works.
All right, roll your attack.
My dream gets to come true. I'm gonna beat up everyone in the school.
That is Claudia's dream.
Correct.
You succeed?
Yes.
You do it. You do exactly as you described. You jump, you slam 2 feet into his head, and he's like punching someone, you clock him in the side, and he just goes tumbling down the hallway.
I am the captain now.
I would like to, after seeing this, I would like to use my emotional control on Mac.
Okay. Yep. You are transformed. You may do this.
I would like to try to
Okay.
try to overpower whatever's going on at the moment with love.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yes. Yeah, no, because
I
that's
love-
the emotion that you have control over.
Yes.
Roll soul.
What's happening now? I'm sorry.
I got it. 7.
Okay, so with a 7, what does this look like as you are trying to manipulate her emotions? Because
Because I'm right now feeling very wrathful.
Holds up the. He's just holding on the rose. He dropped it like a little ways back. Snaps his fingers. Comes right back. Takes off a little a thorn, and pricks himself with it, and draws a heart in the air, and blows the heart directly at the back of Mac's head.
you get like hit with this, and there's a moment of like competing emotions. You wanna beat up more people. Like this felt really good.
By the way, I'm trying to rip off his jersey, the varsity symbol.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're just trying to like you just like
patch
tear-
has a captain on it.
patch.
you just tear out the captain patch, and then you get sort of hit with this moment and like this wave of and it like feels weird because it's like love. It's like all the positive feelings that you have for Raven and like for other people and like your family and just like that and your dogs, like just that sense of like overwhelming love, and like I don't know how those two feelings reconcile within you, but like you are swimming in both of them.
Kemper and Talos, my dogs.
Yep, those are the names of the
Sorry,
dogs.
Talos is too smart of a name. Kemper and Tall.
Big Mac, you're smarter than this. I know every rose has its thorns, but this is going a bit far.
What did you just do to her?
I made her see.
I know she's acting weird, but I can see her aura. There's nothing evil about it.
She is being corrupted by
You don't know her. She's just acting out weirdly.
Roll me soul.
I think currently like
Double
Big Mac-
ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're mad, but you can think very clearly. Like you have a lot of clarity. So you know something is wrong with Mac. You don't know whether or not to trust him. Like, but you know that he probably knows more than he's telling you.
I need you to trust me.
She's my girlfriend.
I am not on the side of doing anything harmful to her. I am trying to stop her from literally murdering half the school. And that guy, by the way, is a wonderful tenor, and I cannot lose him in our production.
Is that the one who just got beat?
That's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
someone you
Yeah.
just clocked in the
Yeah.
front of the head. Football captain, also tenor.
Yeah, he's really good.
What are you doing, Mac?
I think I'm like clutching because it hurts. I wanna.
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Oh yeah, because
Love hurts.
I wanna like. It's this weird like. The only way to love something is to make sure nobody else loves it by destroying it.
Yep, that's
Healthy.
probably
That's
how
kinda
you
where I'm
reconcile this
feeling
feeling.
right
Okay.
now.
So what are you
I'm
gonna do
kinda
to
like,
act on that?
Just kind of like there's a moment of like I think right now we're in that like middle area, but it's gonna erupt real quick.
Cool. Tell me when it erupts.
Yeah.
Raven.
We can fix this without shooting her with whatever laser beam thing you're doing. Just keep your hands off of her. And she goes to Mac and tries to pull her out of the fray of whatever the hell is going on to the students. Because they're clearly like, corrupted. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
But Mac
Yeah.
is
like
okay.
you see like other
just
people like beating each other
freaking
up
out
further
for some
down.
reason.
And then like at some point you see like two teachers just like punching, like beating each other up. Like you're like, oh, okay, this is affecting everybody. Like,
Yes, this is totally normal, Raven.
They're not normal, but she's just having a moment.
She's been having a moment for about 45 minutes.
And
Mac can be very passionate.
I think at
Like
this
she grabs
point,
you. What do you do?
Mac is like standing up and just starts running at Raven in like a bull rush kind of way, and the goal is to like scoop and run Donkey Kong style.
Did
Hey,
Donkey
give me a
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I
And you
know what
did
you're
that.
trying. You're trying to boop and
Yeah.
then just take her somewhere.
I got a 7, and my body is 8.
Yeah, it's real low. So you do it.
Oh, do it, yeah.
So
How does
just
this
as
work?
Raven is turning towards her, like mid-defense and denial, Mac is like right there, like, holy crap! And she gets like a half
Yeah.
step back before she's over the shoulder. What are you doing?
I am assuming that they have like run out the door.
Yeah, they
Like-
run. I think because you probably end up running
Oh.
past you and
Yeah.
like out in the hallway. And she's a track runner.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah.
they're- I would imagine that they're pretty gone, and people are just fighting over here, and like, oh, Olivia's not gonna like
Like-
this.
Eventually, someone breaks up the fight, and like the kids sort of go back to some level of calm, but it sort of de-escalates. But it's still like the tension is there. What do you do?
Does a teacher see me by any chance?
I mean, probably.
Have we talked about the whole like censoring of faces? Or
Yeah,
no more
there's
you
like a weird thing that happens when you're in your transform state is that like people just kind of like glance over you. There's a lot of like the people can't reconcile it, and so much in the same way they justify, yes, it is totally normal for people to occasionally behave like this. They just sort of reconcile it by like ignoring that you look different or like ignoring
Okay.
that you're there.
Like it
almost.
should be pointed out, you are the only one who wears a mask.
Yeah, the rest of them don't have masks. They just have really elaborate costumes.
Flares.
I would like to when no one's looking, I literally pull the fire alarm.
That's actually probably really useful.
Yeah. I pull the fire alarm and I go back into the closet and I try to contact my contact. I don't know how to do that though.
How would you go about doing it?
I would.
Are you still transformed?
Yes, I am in the closet though.
As you should be.
And I prick my finger and I put it up to my ear. Like, hello.
And as you do that, materializing in the room, there's kind of like a glowing point of light, and then a. I hadn't actually decided what Olivia was gonna be.
Get a new character.
But that's okay. Let's go with. Yeah, just coiled, or not coiled up, like sort of curled, like sitting there, is a very like cute looking Australian shepherd.
Buddy.
Is there a reason you put your finger in your ear covered in blood?
You didn't tell me how to use my powers.
You're supposed to just figure it out.
Well, that's not really good management. Look. The celestial.
I did tell you that if you needed me, you just needed to call for me, not put your finger in your ear.
Dude, I just found out that I can activate my some kind of love power by pricking the. I didn't know that I could do that. This just felt natural to me.
You're a paladin. That's how this works.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a nerd.
I can't help you with that part. What's your question?
The ranger. Something's going on with the rangers. I believe that they're being corrupted by Princess Sodium.
There's no Princess Sodium. Did you not listen
She was
to
defeated.
me? And like the dog sits up and is like, did you not listen to me?
I took some notes.
You are very bad at this, aren't you?
Instagram is very important to me.
Empress Emotia.
Empress
Emotia.
Emodium.
Emotia.
Emodium.
You are so wrong.
We're saying the same thing.
You're so wrong.
Listen, the rangers are being corrupted. Specifically, the big one.
Be more specific than that. Which ranger?
Big punch, kind of like a...
Hydra. The one that killed Hubert.
No. Oh, no, I haven't found that one in a while. Okay, so there's the goth one, there's the jock one, there's the garbage one,
And
and
the
then
dog
there's
just puts their paw on their face.
You gave me 5 minutes of exposition.
And how come you haven't understood all of it? Humans
I'm
are...
18 years old.
That means nothing to me.
Oh, well, in dog years, sure, but
I'm not a dog.
woof woof.
This is my physical manifestation in your world.
Well, it's
I can have
cute.
a different one, and
Okay.
then suddenly there's just a giant snake.
Okay.
And just
Listen, okay. Do I circling
better?
around me a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this better? Would you take this more seriously?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
What aren't you hissing?
So,
Seriously?
the Big Mac. I caught Big Mac literally
Ranger
beating up
Aquilius.
Ranger Aquarius. Ranger Aquarium.
Useless.
Yeah, and you're a giant snake, and you're threatening an
Like-
18-year-old magic boy.
Turns back into a dog.
Okay, I like this way better. Do you
No,
chin scratch?
don't touch me.
Okay. Ranger Aquarium is turning. I thought this would be important to you given your history with the Rangers.
Yes, there's a reason the Paladins exist. I told you what you're supposed to do.
And I'm doing it by informing you exactly what you...
Watch them and stop them, and I will try and talk some sense into Edward before it's too late.
What if they harm someone or themselves?
Well, drain her power as much as you can, then. You're there to protect them as much as you are to stop them.
The thing is, when I first met them, they didn't seem this way.
That's how corruption works.
So do you think one of Empress Emodium's...
So close. Thought we almost had it there.
Do you think one of Empress Emodia's agents is near?
I don't know. Were people acting strange?
People were literally just fighting.
That
You kind
sounds-
of turned into a snake and scared me. I forgot the details. I'm very new to this.
That sounds like something one of Empress Emotia's court
Listen,
would do.
I'm very new to this and I'm a little scared. So, could you just be, a little cool? It's fine.
I don't know what you need. I'm sorry, I don't understand teenagers. You're just
I don't understand interdimensional beings.
full of very useful, raw emotional energy.
If it comes down to it, do I have to
You will not be capable of that.
Rude. I have excellent range.
Do you know what happened the last time a ranger was nearly corrupted?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Would you like to know?
Yes.
Let's just put it this way. That paladin is stuck up in space.
Gulp. Audible
You
gulp.
just say
I
the
just said
word
it.
gulp?
Gulp.
No, you didn't make the sound. You just said the word.
Oh, sorry. I'm practicing I'm trying a new thing. Don't worry about it. That's me. I'm going through some. There's a girl I really like, and I'm going through some things right now.
No.
Do you have you ever liked someone? Because like
No, that's
it's
not
like-
at all how I think.
just like I don't. When you look into her eyes, it's like hearing the Beatles for the first time.
Like this, and then she turns into a giant beetle. The Beatles.
Too many legs.
And then turns
many-
back into a dog. Is that like that? Was that how you look at a girl?
I realize I should not talk to you for relationship advice.
No.
Where?
Keep an eye on the Rangers, and I will speak to Edward.
Okay.
But they're also attached to their Rangers. Be prepared to stop them
Okay.
before it's too late. Ideally,
Do
if
you-
they go too far, we can't take their power back.
What?
That's why they're stuck in space. And then she disappears.
Gulp.
Cut to.
We ran a lot. But I think Mac, and like, I think eventually.
me
She
down!
does. And it's near a apple tree. An apple tree that's right next to the big track. That's where they used to have lunches with the whole team.
What the hell? Those kids are probably still tearing each other apart. We were supposed to help them. Why? What are you doing? Is this some kind of like SAT crisis? Are you like cracking under the pressure?
No.
I think we need to like scale back on the prep and the flashcards.
I am realizing I am the strongest. I am the best athlete at this school. And I am so tired of not deserving what I should deserve. I'm going to go down there. I will destroy anything in my path. And once I have controlled this school, we shall share it.
Mac! Oh my god, it's high school. Like, you are not the strongest athlete. There are meathead jocks out there who could, like, crush the both of us with their little pinkies. Just, like, chill the hell out.
Maybe like this.
What is wrong with you? And she, like, pushes her against, pushes her palm into her shoulder. Snap the hell out of it!
I think as soon as you push lightly, Big Mac is gonna take hold of your hand and just twist it out. Lightly kiss the wrist, and
Ow!
then throw it down.
What?
Do not try it again. You will lose.
You are, like, actively scaring me.
If that is the way that I can rule this team, I shall. Stay here. I care about you. I don't want you getting hurt.
You just... Is she walking away?
I think I'm about to, if
Yeah.
you want to do a cool move.
Soul again. 4.
This time you
This
succeed.
time.
Yeah, there's the ranger, like there's the magic that you're used to seeing, and there's just like a deep, like red, like fiery core. Like it is like she is on fire with something. Like there is a raw energy that is not her normal energy. And it hurts, like it's kind of like
It's like a spiky ball.
yeah. It's like getting too close to a flame.
She's just gonna let her walk away.
Okay. I feel like you probably catch up to Raven.
Yeah, you see at the top of the because you were having by the football field.
Yeah,
So,
so-
on top of the bleachers,
Yeah.
you could see still in full rose attire, just standing up there looking at you, just giving you a look.
Me or her?
Oh, Raven, you're gone. I think.
Oh yeah, I've walked. I think I've picked up one of the
An actual javelin?
an actual javelin and started heading to the school.
Great.
It's getting
So-
rough in there.
So from there, he just looks at you, and throws a folded paper down to you, and walks away. And it says, when you open up the paper, it says, "Believe me now, yes, no, check 1." And there's a little note that says, "Meet me in the closet." You know that one. The one we were in on the back of the note, just to specify. The one we were in earlier when all of this went
Crumbling
down.
it without finishing it.
Is there a map?
No, there's a map to it. In
She
case
crumples
you
it without finishing it and shoves it in her pocket because Rangers don't litter. And
Damn straight they don't.
You would like the Rangers.
and oh my god.
Do you go to the closet?
She pulls out her cell phone and opens up a new group text. With herself, obviously, and also with Thrash and with Andrea.
Okay.
And just sends out is like in the midst of typing out like shit is going really badly here. Something's wrong with Mac. I don't know what the hell to do. There's this new guy, and like she's typing all of this out. She's get like a full like paragraph. And for someone who usually like texts, you know, a bunch of emotes and then half finished words, that like this is a lot. And then she stops. Okay, no. Like, I can fix this. I can fix this with the weird guy, and I don't have to screw with their trying to live like 2 seconds of a normal life going, and she's deleting it, like going and touring colleges. They deserve this. I can do this. It's fine. I can do this. Oh god, my shoulder really hurts. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Closet. Back in her purse. Goes to the freaking closet.
Door opens. Door closes.
So, you see what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think this Mac is your Mac.
There's something inside of her. There's like this white hot rage that was definitely not there before.
Yes, it's worse than I feared. I believe one of Empress Low Sodium's agents may be here at the school, possibly posing as a faculty member. Has that ever happened here before, or is that
No, like a couple times that's
So it's like kind of.
I mean, it's
so it's
It
like
was
a
once a
pause.
teacher, once a
yeah,
student.
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty common. It was like
Okay,
a teacher.
Once
so-
it wasn't
and then it was
anyone.
like a,
Once was
Okay.
someone, like twice was like
but then like
businesses
once
in
it was like a
town.
baker, like it was. I mean, it's
Baker?
Kind of, yeah, no, don't worry about
It's
it.
a little off. No.
I mean, like it was,
Like
it was a
as
little
she's
off,
saying a
but,
lot of
you
these
know.
things, you're kind of remembering like again that because before you became a paladin, you were just a normal person. So
Yeah,
you
that's
like
right.
put all of these things aside. You're like, yeah, I
So
kind
what
of
happened to that
remember like
bakery?
maybe
Oh.
there
It
was
was a
that one
really
bakery
popular
that like
bakery.
people really liked, and then it just sort of
Thought it was
got
just the
blew
economy, I
up,
don't know.
And then like. Remember, you
Yeah.
used to like these things, and then you remember that one foreign exchange student that everyone
Well, she was
like.
very.
They
Were you at that
were
party?
Very, very
They.
attractive.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They.
They, so they.
And then you're just like, huh,
Oh.
yeah. What? And the like the
Wait
things
a
all
minute.
sort of fall
I
into
know,
place.
I know, right? It's been
Just like a
happening
couple
for
petals fall
while.
off. Oh.
Oh, he's lost a couple.
Oh, they grow back. I don't know how.
That's weird.
Yes. Feels weird. Like I feel it.
Yeah,
Like it comes
yeah.
from my
I think
core.
we really need to work on the whole outfit thing.
It's been 2 days.
It's okay. Like,
Yeah, I'm working on it. Were you good the first time? Or
I
like-
mean, yeah.
Yeah?
But I'm kind of like, this is my thing.
You do have a good fashion sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Like I said, I'm just saying that to like flatter you or anything. Like it's cool. Like
So
you-
how can we help?
Oh
Mac?
yes, sorry. I think we need, and I get like closer, even though we're literally in a
You're
closet.
like super close.
I think that the only way is to suss out which one of Empress Erodian's.
Emodia.
I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right to me.
So
which
And at that point, you hear, no, that's correct. And sitting like behind you in the closet, there is
Just
a
s-
small like Australian Shepherd and a black cat.
Edward.
Olivia.
What?
What?
You're both correct. They
Aha.
speak kind of in unison. It's a little
Ah.
weird.
Oh, that is
Don't like
There's
it.
more of you. I guess I should have known.
I mean,
what
you
with
killed one of
Hubert.
us.
yes.
I mean, I didn't. Just to be clear,
You didn't stop her.
he was kind of an asshole.
Oh, okay, well, I can take your ranger powers back if you would prefer.
No. God. What is taking ranger powers with you?
We're all here to help. I
Is
don't
that
want.
Olivia or Edward?
I think that one was Edward. Like, the
Okay.
one that talks to you is going to mostly be Edward, and the one that talks to you is
Okay.
mostly Olivia, and I'll specify if it's a little different one.
Look, we need to help Mac.
Yes.
And then we need to suss out who the evil person at the school is again. I swear to God, I feel like this happens every Tuesday.
I feel like you need like some kind of app for that.
We just need to figure out which faculty members she was around between the time that she was fine and the time that she went
Raven.
completely
Raven.
bonkers.
Raven. Ranger Corvus.
What?
Edward, like, talking to you. You need to act quickly.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't want people to get beat up.
You don't want what might happen to Mac to happen.
What do you mean what might happen to Mac? Like, no one's going to be able to beat her up. She's a ranger.
That's very true.
That's one of the problems. And, like, the two animals just, like, kind of, like, shifty eyes and look at each other like, we don't normally tell them about that. Oh, I don't agree with you. And they just, like, seem to be having this very
Tell
quiet, bickering conversation.
Me what?
You know all of Empress Emotia's court? The ones
Yeah.
you fought?
The ones we've been destroying for you. Yeah, I am aware.
We're very grateful for this. Do you know where they come from?
The Nega realm, right?
Sega realm.
It's the Nega realm. You're useless.
He's actually been kind of helpful a couple of times.
I'm sure the paladins
you.
are very helpful. We don't like that. Anyway,
Yeah, we
they
need
used to
talk
be
about what that-
rangers.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
They used to be rangers.
The Paladins?
No. The court. Empress Emotia's court.
They were corrupted, much like we're worried that Mackenzie will be.
Stop talking. Are you telling me that if we don't stop what is happening to my girlfriend, that she could become, that
There's
any
some-
of us could become?
There's some openings, yes.
Yeah, we did make some openings. That's fair.
She's on Craigslist.
You know what,
For sloth.
Edward? It seems like there's an awful lot that we are constantly not being told. And this just happens to be why Hubert is now a stain on the wall.
That's why the paladin is here.
Wait, what?
I'm here to make sure that that doesn't need to happen. That's why I was trying to.
How?
The paladins aren't nearly as strong or as good as fighting or as capable of destroying Empress Emotia's servants as you are. They and then Olivia's like, Edward is correct. This is not. If you're like a support class.
Like in.
Have you ever played a video game? Video games I understand for some reason.
I've only played Call of Duty.
Yeah, they don't have that. That's strange. Not what I would have expected. So they're there to support you, but in case all of that doesn't work, they can
Destroy us?
slow you down enough that we can hopefully take your power back in time. It's worked a few times. Sometimes it doesn't work. Clearly.
This time it's going to work.
Being a ranger is like all Mac has ever wanted. This is.
Did she ever ask her sister why her sister gave it up?
I don't think so.
That's probably a conversation we should have. or they should have.
We're gonna fix this.
We will, but we need your help.
All right.
Stall Mac, keep her mostly sane, and find out whoever is working for Emotia. You got this! Like a little cat paw. Like, can't give you a thumbs up, but tries.
You are so lucky that Thrash isn't here.
Oh, I know.
We are gonna have a long talk after this about all of
Sure,
the other
okay,
things
bye.
that you haven't.
They just go. You know, like that's like
Yeah,
a normal
yeah,
day.
they do that.
Listen. You stall Mac.
You knew this.
I tried to tell you, but
You
you picked your girlfriend picked you up
knew.
and ran away.
And you were all like flowers and mystery and sexy lips and just
Thank you. First off, thank you.
You know.
I was told. I've only been doing. Were you great at this the first time? I doubt it. According to my notes, it was a little rough.
That is so creepy that
the talking dog, the talking
that you're
shape-shifting
taking
dog told
notes
me.
Ooh,
I was told
didn't-
things from this.
If we didn't have to
I didn't
run
know you
out
could kill
and
them.
save Mac right now, you and I would also be having words because I'm feeling really like a little bit of rage myself.
Oh, good. Feel rage. I don't feel too great either. I've been punched in the face twice today.
Give me a soul check.
3, I'm fine.
7. I'm still fine.
Okay.
Though.
Oh,
You're
wow.
mad, but you're fine.
Yeah.
Justifiable
Very
anger.
high soul, and then there's Mac.
I help.
Is it,
That's all
What
right.
has Mac been
This is
doing?
the way it went last time too.
So, I assume there has been I assume what has happened in a entire school brawl.
Oh yeah, it's a school brawl. At this
is that
point.
small clubs have joined into
like people like barricading doors.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like the kindergartners from
yes, recess. Yes.
And so I think you are showing off how many I know Mac has ripped off at least 3 different captains, and she's
like
wearing
people
them
have
as
their
a necklace
flair,
around. I
Yeah.
think there's some other clubs are also doing that, and they're not all just physical clubs. I assume the art club has their paints out, and they just put it all right here. There's
This
small-
shop club is one to be afraid of. Like they have actual weaponry.
No one's
and they're
messing with the
they're
shop club.
whetstoning swords.
Yeah. So I think what's happening now is the wrath is fading in those who are not strong. I think they're angry, but they are plotting. So I think those who are weak have gotten down, and now it's just there's maybe I'd say 30% of the school left.
Yeah, there's very clear people are angry, but they're choosing to follow, right?
Yeah.
They're kind of there's clear leaders emerging.
Yes. I don't know if Mac has a small squad. Oh, she probably has a track club.
Yeah, did she how did she get the track club?
She punched the person who was stronger than her.
Ripped the captain's badge
Yeah.
off and then said,
Oh, I am the strongest. If you don't follow me, you're under my foot.
and then, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah!
And so I think there's a skirmish right now
So
happening.
are they the fucking parkour club? Because they're all track? Are they just
Yes.
Jeez.
They go
you know,
so fast, and they actually pull people out, and then they beat them individually.
Yeah. Yeah, they're picking people off, jumping around corners and grabbing someone, picking off the weakest of the group of
Yeah.
footballers that are in a swarm, and then they're ah!
Yeah, and we move quick.
And yeah, they all have
Yeah.
javelins and shot puts and
Yeah, is there any I know that Big Mac has a certain look. Is there any darkness growing in the eyes or
I think probably. I mean, it's an anime, so in an anime context, then every time you look at it, your eyes would be shaded and dark.
Okay.
But in actual reality, probably nothing super intense. I think the transformation is more what's been impacted.
Yeah. Punk rock. And so that's kind of what we're happening right now. There's a small skirmish. Big Mac is trying very hard to take care of the team that would not accept her.
The lacrosse team.
That's where
That's where they're headed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are like your pack of track wolves are like working their way through the hallway, picking people off, and like making their way to the gym. And the lacrosse team, like the best team in the school, has claimed the gym.
Yeah,
like they're
have on the bleachers.
Yeah,
and,
they have the sticks, and like they have like subjugated like the basketball team and like a couple of other sports teams.
Oh, there's
like,
the big battles about to occur.
Oh,
And, like,
Lord.
It's the drama club.
The drama club is there.
They literally just have knives. They're all props, but they're
all props, but they're like coming around the hallway. And so we see a scene in the gym in which there's like clear factions emerging and like the leaders are coming forward and like Big Mac like shows up as this is happening.
Yeah.
Raven and Ray, what are you two doing?
So Ray goes, drops the transformation, goes to his notes and starts looking through them. What order he was following Mac since the beginning. Finds the one place that he saw Mac leave from.
Yeah.
Goes to the office of
Guidance counselor's
guidance
office.
counselor's office.
Oh.
She's gonna stick with Ray.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No.
You
You do your creepy note stalker thing.
It's literally my job.
Really helpful right now, but we're gonna talk about boundaries later.
Okay, hold on now.
And I'm gonna
Let's have a
go find.
conversation.
I'm gonna go find Mac and slow her down.
Good. That's a great
what I
idea. That's exactly my plan too. You're already gone. You're gone. You walked away.
Yeah, she's
I'm
walked
just
away.
talking to myself. I might as well go in. Knock, knock, knock.
The door, no one answers.
Hello, evil.
You like open the door. It's unlocked.
Is there anything evil on the desk?
No, it does not say hello. My name is Evil.
But is there like a Lost Season 3 DVD or something?
No.
Okay.
What you'd actually probably notice is like this office
You
is
Marcus.
mostly empty. There's like, and you see like like files, but they're all like blank. Like no one has done anything with anything in this office.
Ray kind of picks it up and like looks around. They're terrible at their job.
And then you see, like, I don't know if you know this, like, some teachers will, like, when people are out of their office, like, they'll have a little, like, whiteboard where they say, like, where they've gone to.
Oh, yeah.
And you see it, and it's, like, put to gym.
Great. Ray takes this, literally just kind of like scrambles, puts together the notes, and just runs as fast as he can to the gym.
Raven, you're going to get there first, though. And but Big Mac, so you and we're going to kind of stagger this. So it'll be Big Mac, then Raven, then Ray. Big Mac, you kind of walk into this gym. You've got your posse of track behind you, and like they've got like shot puts and a javelin.
Yeah,
everyone's
we
ready.
haven't used them yet, but we can.
There's the lacrosse team. There's the drama club. There's the shop, and like they have like welding masks on, and like saws and just other they're kind of terrifying.
No, yeah, we don't mess with shop. We'll
And
have
like
to.
each of them, someone calls out, "Bring forward your leader!" And so like the captain of each team like goes forward and are like huddled up in a circle. And I think the lacrosse team captain like kind of crosses her arms and is like, "Y'all better back down. This is our turf. This is our school."
She crosses her arms, you mean?
Yeah, she crosses her arms.
I just want to get that out there. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Shut up and get out.
I'm not even here.
Track pansies don't stand a chance.
Serious. I thought it was hard to get into lacrosse because my sister did it. When I realized she was going halfway, I'm gonna go all the way. And I think she lightly just pops her shoe down, just a little pop. And when that happens, there's like a little I think part of her transformation begins, but it's not a full. I think she's like, her gloves get on.
Okay.
And like
She's got like spiked gloves.
yeah, her spike gauntlets and her like combat boots change, and she's just like grinning large, and her canines are actually larger now, and I think her Mac doesn't wear makeup, but I think there is a dark shadow behind her eyes now.
They kind of all look like everyone just sort of looks at each other, and there's just this moment where like the camera zooms in and it's like everybody's eyes, and it like, and then I think probably everybody says this in unison, and it like cut frames, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is war, and then just the gym erupts. And all of the like students just emerge forward, and there's just like screaming and yelling, and people are ripping at each other's hair and like beating each other with weapons they should not be using. Like a deep.
It's anime though.
It's anime, so you can get away with it. Deep-seated rage as this war breaks out and starts spilling out of the gym. And if you look up at the top of the bleachers, seated, just like watching, is Miss Roth. Her red blazer. And she's smiling. And that is Raven. You come in and you like open the gym doors. Actually, you kind of have to like pick your way through some of the fights that spilled into the hallway. And what are you looking for? There's a gym full of teenagers beating each other up violently.
I think I found it. I found exactly what I'm looking for. Especially if Mac is anywhere visible in this brawl.
Oh, I imagine.
There's someone who's jumping a little bit higher.
Yeah, you just like, you see someone jump into the air, javelin in hand, and just plow into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to point out that I think the cooking club has thrown flour on top of the hard tool team.
Yeah,
shop.
the shop team.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a cooking club, but like there's a small explosion as like they throw flour in the air and then like blowtorch it, and it goes.
Yes! This is
Oh,
my
geez.
favorite thing!
Are they by any chance like throwing like raw chicken too, just to kind of like long term injure people?
They're throwing
or?
oil on the ground, and then like you slip and slide, you get covered in it,
And
and
then
then they just light it on fire.
They're
Oh my
very
gosh.
fire oriented.
Cooking club.
Yeah, oh, I'm so ready for this.
Raven, what do you do?
Celestial, Corvid, feathered, cosmetic, and transform into Ranger Corvid. I wrote it down. You'd think I'd be able to get it right. As energy swirls around her, and she is lifted into the air. As she is lifted into the air, a dark purple crackling energy forms around her. First like birds swirling shadowed figures, but then merging into an energy ribbon that cocoons around her, and as it bursts out, sorry, so many things distracting me.
No, I'm
and as it
listening.
bursts
It's okay.
out, a pair of energy wings fly out from her back and then fold down into her feathered capelet. As she toe touches the ground once more, her boots, black with their purple trim, materialize from her toes all the way up past her knees. Her skirt bling into existence, and as she turns towards the group,
Ribbons.
she calls out aggressive crow subjugation and is going to use her art of distraction.
Nice. Very nice.
To create some shadow crows materializing above the crowd and like fake trying to attack, trying to break up the groups.
You're trying to like kind of distract some people.
Yes.
All right. You go ahead. You spend the EP. It'll be successful. And like these crows sort of swirl around and just start like pecking at people. And you see like it does a pretty good job. A lot of the individuals like get distracted, and so like they start attacking these crows, which like they destroy one and just like another one pops up in its place. And so do you focus this around where Big Mac is?
Yes.
Okay, so there's kind of like there's a fight, and then there's this sort of clearing of people that are distracted, and then there's Big Mac, and I assume you are locked in arms with like two people, or who would you be fighting the hardest?
I would be fighting really hard against the lacrosse team.
Okay, it's like the lacrosse team captain versus you.
Yeah, and the lacrosse team captain is like, I think I want to say one of Mac's older sister's best friend. So like they had like a 4-year difference, and like that's who was gonna be like the newest rookie. Yeah. I think there's a lot of rage of like, it should have been me. I should have been practicing, and like now they're like a little bit apart.
It's not my fault you suck at lacrosse. I saw you at practice. I saw your tryout. I was the one who decided you shouldn't be on the team. And, like, she goes in and you realize, like, they've stopped using the actual lacrosse sticks.
No,
Like, they're
we're-
just, like, beating each other
Yeah.
up with, like, baseball bats or, like,
Yeah.
and
And
your hands. Okay, do you want to roll an attack?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think she's so focused on this wrath that she's not even noticing the cross. Like, I miss.
Okay. The lacrosse team, she swings in. She also misses. Like, it's just the two of you, like, locked in this fight. I'll give, like, Raven, you can kind of do one more thing before Ray will show up. If there's something else you wanted to do.
She
It
is.
doesn't have to be an attack. It
Yeah,
could be,
no,
like,
she's
appealing to
going
Big Mac,
to-
looking for...
I
the
think
servant.
she's going to. Her hands are kind of up, like as though she were directing the birds as they are fake attacking, and kind of looks around the room trying to survey just like how many students are here, how much is going on, and maybe we'll look up into the bleachers.
Yeah. You, like, sort of sweep the room and you look up and, like, there's this space of calm. And you see, like, she doesn't notice you. And she just sort of smiles.
Oh, I'm totally gonna wreck her entire day. Is that all, or can I attack her?
Do you want to attack her? You can. Yes, I will allow it.
Yeah. So Raven is going to call out towards the smiling counselor. You! I know that you're the cause of this! And as she sweeps her hands over to the side, all of the crows from the crowd seem to almost solidify and surge towards the guidance counselor for her, let's not blow the entire wad, secondary attack.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Double fucking sixes. I never
Gosh.
roll this well.
I know.
I never roll this well.
Gotten double sixes multiple
Like,
times.
you
I
know
forgot
what?
to set my dice to 1 instead of
Freaking
6.
Leviathan also had 2d6 system, and I never rolled this well in, like, over a year of that show.
Now, to point out for anyone who's confused why she's upset about double sixes, in this system it's tri-stat, which they only have 3 stats and then attack values. And your goal is to roll the number or lower. So double 1s, really good. Double 6s, not so hot.
Yeah.
As
I'm
you're-
basically botched.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
You strike wide extra, and you just see, like, there's a moment, and you think, you're like, no, I totally hit her. Like, you're super convinced. And then you look over, and you realize, like, she's one bleacher over. And she smiles. And her grin spreads, like, wider than her face is supposed to. And her teeth are sharp and jagged, and as it pulls back, like, a red flush goes all the way over her flesh. And you see, like, her hair twists up and turns into these long horns. And she sort of raises up, and her feet kind of, like, do the digigrade bend back. And she just pulls, and her hand reaches back, and suddenly there's a massive, like, 12-foot long sword. And she just holds it above her head and smiles. You look angry. And that's when you come in, Ray.
So the windows in the gym, you just kind of hear Guns and Roses, and the windows of the gym slowly start like they like literally it's the things are flapping up against it, like it sounds kind of like bats or something. And then you can see it just kind of rose petals, but right when you notice it's rose petals, it's too dark because it's covering up all the light, and then swarming around, coming to the main door of the gym, a bunch of roses just pour out like an explosion shot of roses. And once they clear, the Paladin of Roses is right there and just spits out a couple petals. What happened? What'd I miss?
It's her!
Her? Yeah, oh, yeah, she said she went to the gym. Oh, she's really scary.
Yeah, she is definitely Square Enix level villain.
What is that? Is that one of those ones that made the Mickey Mouse game?
Enough talk. Big Mac. I think there's someone you need to give a few words to. And you sort of feel yourself. Go ahead and roll me soul.
Can I first take? I mean, nah, it doesn't work. I almost did it though. I almost did it. I just didn't.
You like red behind the eyes, like just rage, and you see like the sword point directly to the two of them.
Maybe I don't want the sword.
No.
Can I get the sword?
You don't get the sword, and you just feel the sense of like you need to stop them.
Oh, yeah.
They're your target. Like
Yeah.
they're worse than the lacrosse.
They're the
captain.
strongest.
Yeah, they are the strongest in this room.
Okay.
Why do you keep doing this to me?
Raven, how far is Raven away from me?
I mean, where did you choose for your
I
roses
just kind of
to
like at the
materialize?
entrance of the gym.
Yeah, like
so-
I think the two of you are standing right next to each other in the doorway of the gym.
Raven?
And like she's directly across, like at the top of one of the bleachers with just this dumb fucking 12-foot long sword. Because why not?
Ranger Corvus. Just stronger than I am. You should take on her. I can distract Mac.
All right.
I'm going to make sure that she's fine. I promise you this. She will not turn.
Freaking better.
Damn straight. Hey, Mac!
I think Mac has done a big jump and is like turning the javelin and is going down directly into Hey Mac.
Just, hey, Mac!
Yeah, you can attack.
This is going to be a secondary attack.
You were not transformed, so right now
Oh.
this is just a regular
cool.
armed attack.
Yeah,
We're
let's do
stabbing
that.
him with a javelin though, so that's cool.
No.
You land javelin in like the gym floor cracks and splinters right next to you.
Petals in the face.
Ah!
Well, they're magic petals.
Achoo.
Reaction was slightly less
It was magic.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do the two of them for a second, and then we'll go over to these two. Okay. What are you doing?
I throw the petals because I want to try to inspire. I would like to give like a little inspirational.
Okay, inspire her to do what?
To realize the meaning of love.
So you're trying to do like love emotional
Oh
manipulation?
no, that'll be later.
That'll be later. Okay.
I'm trying to reason.
Okay,
a
so
little bit.
you want to give her essentially a bonus to resisting the effects of
Yes.
the breath. Okay.
Mac, Ranger Aquarium.
Ah!
I know you have feelings for that one over there. I saw that you. Do you realize
Get it
that?
right.
Do you realize that you could have harmed her? Because you want to be the best. In her eyes, you were the best. She still defended you, even when you were being unruly. Search your feelings. You're smarter than this. My lips are gorgeous too while I'm saying this. Like they're very nice lips.
Probably.
Why do you keep feeling the need to point this out, Mark?
They're very good lips. You know what?
All of his points of attractiveness are in his lips.
Well, it's I've.
Well, cheekbones too. Yeah,
So spend the EP. This will be successful. That was a beautiful speech. And next time you roll to defend against the influence, and I'll let you like kind of before you take an action, you can roll each time.
How much EP is that? Minus?
It should be minus 10. I think it
Okay.
should say at the beginning. It
Oh
might
yeah,
not.
sorry, that's right. Yeah.
You can. You have subtract 2 from whatever it is you roll. Or actually, roll 3 dice and take the 2 lowest.
Okay.
Whichever you would prefer.
Hope that works.
It may be better, it may not be. Hard to say. Okay, Raven. Like grinning devil.
I am so sick of all of you screwing with her brain and her perceptions and her emotions. You don't even know what this means to her, and you're trying to take it away. And God, you used to be like one of us.
I think she'd make an excellent addition to the fold. You would too.
We will never be like you.
Sure. She's gonna swing her sword, but I'll let you attack first.
Okay, so she is going to sweep her hands up and use her primary attack.
Yes.
Double ones! Thank
Yes!
you!
That is a delightful success.
Oh, thank God. Because I needed it.
Oh,
For 45 damage.
Okay. She, like, you blast her. What does this energy look like? What does this attack look like?
So the attack looks like a swirl of iridescent purple feathers that swirl around her and then surge forward at the sweep of her hands, enveloping and then exploding from wrath.
She kind of gets swirled and she like has her hands on this massive sword and just sort of digs her claws in as like she gets pushed back slightly. And like you see like kind of cuts that sort of slowly heal on her. Oh, yes. And then she grabs the sword and she's like, you'll regret that. And she just brings it down, closes the distance between you in like a blink and just crashes the sword down.
Terrifying!
And she's going to succeed. For
No.
the sword, 20 points of damage.
Alright.
All right, Mac, you hear.
I hear that.
Scream.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
You hear Raven scream. Roll soul. Take the two lowest. What was your total?
7. My
What's
soul
your
is
soul?
6.
Your soul is 6. Okay. Next time have you can also subtract -2 as you are stacking up.
I think I hear.
Yeah, how do you want to react to
here-
this? Like, so okay, what I'm going to phrase this to you is you are still under her sway,
Yeah.
but you have also heard Raven scream.
Right.
So you are still full of rage.
Right.
Whether that means you want to necessarily, like, you still see them as the strongest, you do want to be the best, like, all of those feelings are still there, but there's something in you that recognizes Raven.
And I think what I realize is, or Big Mac knows that Raven is very strong. Strong enough that she didn't want to fight her again. Playing the game. If somebody's making her scream like that, she is obviously the best. So to team up with Raven, take down that, then take down Raven.
Okay, the best part is what you've just described as the entire thought process of someone who'd become corrupted by Empress Amodia and become her new servant. This is perfect.
This is great.
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
I am so bad at my job.
100% believe you should take down Garnet Ra and destroy her and take her place.
Yeah.
Clearly you need the sword.
Clearly I
Or
need
something.
the sword.
It's your sword.
Well, it will be. So I think she's gonna look at Rose Paladin, my bad.
Rose Prince
Paladin
works.
of Roses.
Kind of just smile to let you like
I'm not gonna
like
say no to it.
I think they like
Yeah.
hold her head
Ooh.
as if it was gonna
Played one.
fix, and then she looks up, grins, the smile
Yeah,
spreading
it's
a little
like
bit
a little bit too wide. Your teeth are a little pointed.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna jump, and it's just going to try and like actually. How would I do this? I think she's just gonna try to like dive tackle her to the ground to take her sword away.
Okay. Roll your attack.
I do hit.
Okay. You are not going to be able to wrestle the sword away from her. But you tackle her. Like,
Yeah.
she's surprised. Like, you come in and you slam tackle her and, like, she sort of stumbles back and, like, claws scrape and then looks at you like, what are you doing?
I will take that from you.
This is mine.
You've lost your touch.
All right.
Raven, get over here.
What are you doing?
Raven, sweetie, Raven,
No.
get away. It's too scary. I would like to boost Raven.
Okay. To do what? Do you want to give her more EP? Do you want to inspire her?
I would like to give her more EP.
Okay.
How are you doing in EP, by the way?
EP?
Yeah.
I'm down to 50 from 70.
EP.
I mean, inspire is really handy. It makes it easier for her to hit.
Yeah. Oh, Inspire.
Okay.
That's the one. I don't know which one's which. I just got this today.
Cool. That's fine. You want to make it easier for her to do
Yes,
the
correct,
attacking.
correct.
Perfect. So go ahead and tell me how you do that.
he just does, and nothing happens. But your stats do go up. Like I haven't figured
Nothing
out.
happens but the stats.
Well, like you just feel your stats going up, but like he hasn't quite figured. Like it just.
Oh, I feel like
It's like, do better! Do good! Yeah, you feel inspired, and next time you attack, you will have subtract 2 from whatever you roll.
It's pizza time.
Okay.
At that point, you hear behind you the lacrosse captain. She's like, "You don't deserve it," and she's just gonna pummel you with her lacrosse stick.
I would.
And she's gonna miss.
She's gonna miss.
Yeah.
She's really bad. She's good at lacrosse. She's bad at hitting.
Look, it's not a shared talent. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to hit people with lacrosse. Raven.
Okay, look. Alright, look. Your fucking face has changed. So, like, Raven turns as Mac is rushing in to attack Roth and sees this change on her face, sees that her smile is too wide, that her teeth look sharp, and all that comes rushing into her mind is like, this anger is going to corrupt her. She is going to be lost. There is nothing I can do. And then she's going to turn into this thing, and then I'm going to have to defeat her. And how can I possibly do that when I care so much about her and I have to stop this? And so, the next time that Mac tries to rush Roth, Raven is going to defend Roth from Mac and try to stop her.
Okay.
So she actually positions herself in the way of Mac, like her back to this soldier of Modia, this former ranger, and says, "Mac, you are better than this. Stop. You have to stop. You don't know what's going to happen if you don't get a hold of yourself. I can't let you do this."
Okay. I'm going to tell you this, Claudia, for your character. You're going to roll the dice. But I'm going to let you decide how that influences how Mac is thinking. So it's not a straight, like, pass or fail. You can roll them. You can choose to take this in a narrative direction that you, Claudia, would like it to go in. Okay. I'm putting this in your hands because this is not a decision for me to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you get?
I mean, there's just no way.
Okay.
She rolled so many sixes.
Really?
Yeah. It was almost 3 6s.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
The rose in Ray's hand, the Paladin of Roses, extends and the thorns get jagged and bigger. He grabs in the center and just rips his hands open with blood. But magic blood, magic blood,
involved
magic
in
blood,
his power.
magic
Paladins
blood.
are blood-based.
His hands are fine.
Yes.
So he just rips his hands open on the thorns of the rose, and then in the sky, like in the sky, paints a gigantic heart.
Okay.
And aims it directly at Mac.
What is your goal with
Emotional
this?
control. That's
Okay.
to really as much actual, like, not love for gain, actual the real love that's under there that Mac actually feels, that he witnessed creepily watching them for his job.
I wasn't actually going to ask you to roll,
Oh,
so I
shit.
don't
Well,
need
that's
to
great.
know. I just wanted to know what you were going to do.
Okay.
You just spin the EP. Yeah, there is a wave that washes, like, it's like this fucking glitter blood heart, I guess that's a thing.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, pulses out and just, like, passes over Big Mac. And yeah, that's the feel of love. And, like, you're standing in this moment, you see Raven, you see Roth, you see Weird Boy, you don't really know.
Has now collapsed to his knees. Petals are falling off.
and the sword is gonna swing up, and she's gonna swing at Raven.
I think what's gonna happen is Mac's gonna close the distance. Is gonna like walk to Raven, and I'm assuming everything moves slightly in slow motion.
Oh yeah, we're entering, like, the sword is coming up, and you see like she's just gonna cut down towards Raven, but it's all going in slow mo.
And I think Big Mac is going to put her hand gently behind Raven's head and pull her into an embrace, and is just going to gently whisper, "No matter what, I will not hurt you." And then it's gonna reach up and try to grab the sword and twist it as it tries to hit Raven.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my attack. You're gonna roll your defense.
Okay.
I succeed, so you can try. And,
I will take the damage that would hit her. I
Okay,
don't know
for
if I
sure.
can do
That will happen either way, but
Yeah.
you can, if you want to try and like twist it away,
Yeah, I would
you
like
can also
to.
do that too.
Okay. I do not.
Okay, so instead, like you reach up to like try and twist it, and the blade just digs into your flesh, into your hand, and like you feel it,
Yeah.
and so she just like as it charges down into you.
Yeah.
That was her attack.
Yeah.
You take 20 points of damage.
Fair.
Raven, what do you do?
I mean, you did twist my arm. You have some apologizing to do. Anyways, she grabs hold of Mac in her arms, and after Mac is struck by the sword, kind of steps back, pulls her away, just to give them like the briefest moment, and says, "You have to fight this. I need Ranger Aquilius." And then pushes back from her and turns back towards Wrath.
Like at this point, like the sword's like on the ground, and she's like just doing that thing where you drag a giant sword behind you, and it's like sparking fire as it scrapes along the gym floor.
And she uses her bloody hell. If only that was a thing.
I mean, you could rename your
and
primary
she-
attack.
Bloody hell. And she... Fuck it. She begins a combo attack.
Oh, currently a solo combo. How does she start this?
I'm trusting you right now. And as she starts it, as she turns back, her hands start together and spread apart through the air, forming the image of a cage made of energy, an open bird cage, just huge, like human-sized bird cage, and says the word "Quelled." Trusting you.
What do you do?
Big Mac is holding. Well, you stepped slightly
She stepped away.
right?
So I like to imagine like you embraced her, and so like she was facing Roth, and you were kind of facing the other way, and so she like steps in behind you. So you're probably like back to back almost right now. So like you're kind of looking away from both of them, and you just hear this behind you.
Yeah. Quelled.
You have not transformed yet. So
I have not, and I think what is currently going on is that Mac has transformed part of herself. She has gone boots, she has hands, and I think she is going to try and do the combo, even though she hasn't transformed, and is going to know somewhere that there is something that cannot be, something that's not right, and it's still there, somewhere, and so she's gonna just scream. You said Quelled?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say duel. Duo. Duo. Duel. Duel. D-U-E-L. This is very good time to get messed up with words. And
It's a good word, Claudia.
yeah.
Duel as in two people fighting,
Yeah,
or
it
duel
is.
as in two?
Duel as in two people fighting.
Okay.
And her goal is to somehow drag herself and the Roth inside that cage.
So she kind of like turn and charge. Is that her goal? Like
yeah,
to,
and
to
just
charge
like,
and like grip a hold of.
and just throw in.
Okay. What are you gonna do when you see this?
I would like to. I can give my own EP, correct?
Yeah.
I am going to give. I'm going to trust that Mac is still there, and I'm going to give Mac as much EP as you're willing to give me.
Okay.
Or allow me to.
So you essentially, I think you spend 10 and then they get 20.
Yeah. I am very low in energy.
So, Mac, and I think in this instance, it manifests like you are a paladin. Your job
Yeah.
is to protect. And I think it will manifest more as like a shield as opposed to like raw energy for the attack. So you gain 20 EP.
Okay.
Which you can pull into the combo.
Okay.
Okay, so I kind of like the idea of the rose shield again, giving like
Yeah.
a little bit of energy, but it is sapping. Like I have never used these powers.
No,
before,
no,
guys.
you're
Like,
doing
I'm
a
not
great
very
job.
good at this, and I don't really know, so I'm a little scared. But like I am definitely like just on my one knee now, just like please work. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. So you're kind of trying to rush her and
Yeah.
like hold her in place.
Yes.
I think as you do it, and tell me if you're not on board with this, but let me know. I like to, my picture is that you kind of like get slammed with this energy and it like, you sort of stumble slightly as you're charging. And it's like, you feel the transformation. Like you feel like you're like, as you run and we do like a mid-run full transformation.
Yes.
And then you're, and yeah, can you describe that?
Yeah,
Do you want
I
to?
assume there's a step and
Yeah.
then a step. And so we see the pieces that were gauntlets, the little metal pieces fall off and they become the track gloves. And we see those
Like
combat
the
boots.
ratted cape like swirls
Yeah,
around and
and it
becomes
becomes a
like a
cape.
beautiful cape.
And I think you see for that moment Ranger Aquelius as she like goes into that like fighting pose, javelin in hand, and literally just trying to shove her into that cage.
Okay. Yeah. So you go and you just slam and throw all of that EP into it and just shoulder check her in, and Wrath just stumbles backwards, kind of, and into this massive cage of energy, and you close the quelled duel onto them as the cage just shrinks in and it does this like crossbars and it kind of goes through itself and just slices through Wrath. And there's a momentary scream as they're kind of frozen in place and like you get those crisscross lines of light between them, and then it blasts out and radiates out this wave of energy, and everybody in the gym just sort of pauses like mid assaulting someone, and kind of there is suddenly calm, and like you feel this wash over you as well, and like the rage is thrown out, and there's maybe an emptiness as like suddenly this feeling you were feeling incredibly intensely is gone, but you feel much more yourself again. You suddenly don't need to be the
Is the
best.
sword there?
No,
It's not.
it's not there. The sword is part of her. Like it's kind of like your javelin disappears when you don't transform.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mac, are you okay?
Mac is really quiet. Mac doesn't.
Kind of break out of combat, and
Yeah.
I'll let you guys run this part.
Mac is Aquelius for a moment. Lets it drop really quick. and she kind of just walks over, and goes to Raven, but gives her a smile, but it's one of those. It's not a full mouth smile. It's just like a little one side smile, as if afraid to show her mouth, as if afraid to show her teeth. But does do puts a hand on her shoulder as she walks by to try to pick up the Rose Paladin. Just support up, not a full
hand.
pick, but a one arm.
Oh, careful. Oh. I feel I feel super dehydrated. Does that happen?
Yeah. You
Oh.
get super hungry after, too.
Oh, do you guys want to get food? I mean, I know you both probably have time to talk. I feel like my voice is sounding weird. Does it sound weird? Is it hot in here?
It'll
What's-
pass.
There's still some
What's
fire.
happening?
Oh, there's
corner.
fire.
There's trash cans with fires in them still, and
So,
The students are all like,
with the tiny bit of EP that she has left, Ranger Corvus directs an energy beam up and knocks the heads off of a couple of the sprinklers
oh,
Oh.
good.
and then transforms back into Raven.
get in the water.
Do you stay as Paladin of Roses, or do you turn back into Ray?
At this point, I think it's just he
Like the petals just slowly.
the petals are
slop
slowly
off.
filling off just to find just his normal clothes. Does anyone see my glasses around or anything? I think I dropped them around here. I'm not really sure what happens to them when I transform.
And then they suddenly just appear on your face.
Oh. So, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you guys need to have some time to talk, so I'm gonna let you do that. But I just want to know,
Do you want to go get pie?
We're gonna swing by coffee. I need coffee after.
I would really like pie, but
Yeah.
that's okay with you.
Are you
Yes,
okay?
I would absolutely like for you to come with us and get pie.
Okay.
Are you okay with dog hair? Because my car is.
I love dogs actually. It's fine. They're really fluffy and so remember when you weren't there because you were evil. Oh God. Okay, sorry. This is the first time I've ever battled anything or anyone. I am I'm kind of amped right now. I feel like I had 5 Red Bulls.
Let's go before 5th period starts. We're gonna call our parents.
Well,
We are not calling our parents.
No, the office is gonna call our parents.
no,
We're
I think
absolutely ditching.
the office was on
You guys
fire.
all,
Whatever they want.
Bundle into the
really
car.
don't care.
the office was on
drive-
fire when I was there last. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
You drive past the burnt out hull of the bakery that never got rebuilt, and you go to the pie place, and you all sort of bundle into a booth in the back.
Cherries.
Yeah,
24-hour.
we get 3
crummy
different,
diner food, but
3
they got
different
pie.
kinds of pie.
Whole pies, just
Yeah.
in front of all of you.
I assume I don't even eat that much, but they're there. We all take our fill.
Just kind of quietly eating pie.
Yeah.
Are we a little banged up or? I am,
Oh yeah.
but yeah. It's good pie.
Yeah.
Raven is just kind of very awkward the whole way.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys about all that. I was trying to, but I don't know what I'm doing, and you seem to vaguely know what you're doing. No offense. So, do you want to team up or?
I mean, I did punch you in the face, which is par for the course for new people to
Yeah.
join.
But I did suck your energy, so
Did you?
yeah, a little bit.
Ah.
I also gave you a lot of love. Energy. But
As you're kind of chatting, I guess she probably wouldn't be. Is it spring break? Do you think for your sister?
She's probably in the middle of
It's like March.
She's about to get into finals, then it'll be spring break. I think
Yeah.
last week of March is spring break.
So she wouldn't pass through. But
Are you trying to come up with an anime end card?
no. I just want to know if any of you guys want to talk to any of your various guardians.
I would like to. You might need some time, so I'm gonna go do something totally normal in the bathroom, and text me when things are okay.
Yeah.
Piece of paper with my number.
Is your last name on it?
Yeah.
What is your last name?
Light.
Judith Light.
So
Judith
Ray-
hyphen Light.
Wait, Ray Judith Light?
Ray
Yeah.
Judith Light.
Wow.
I don't get it.
It's my name. It's not much to get. Anyway, ow. So Ray goes to the bathroom, walks towards the direction of the bathroom, and then sees when they're not looking, and then walks into the baker's
Just, like,
closet.
Walk out the back, like maybe into the
Yeah.
alleyway.
Walk out the back toward the alleyway, and behind the dumpster, and where there's a kind of non-visible guardian thing. Olivia?
I have a name. There you go.
There we go. Well, yeah, but like, what's your? Sorry. The mission was successful.
It seems like it.
You really think that they're?
They might not. We can only hope they'll be the ones that succeed, but none of them have so far.
They seem very capable,
They all have.
and when it comes down to it, they seem to care for each other.
They all have.
I think you're. I
I'm
think you're underestimating
cautious.
them.
I am cautious. The others are not. I'm the only one who made the Guardians.
So, should I keep?
You still have your power.
They're trusting me a lot.
Then help them.
Can I be open with them and honest with them?
Certainly, I suppose. It's less effective, but that's fine.
I'm not great at this yet, and I know you know that, and I feel that, but
I can tell.
I did okay today.
You're alive, and so are they. And you're not stuck in space.
Forgot that could happen.
It's an interesting choice.
I believe in them, and I'm going to help them.
Like the dog like reaches a paw up and like pats you on the head. Help them. Don't let them get in too much trouble.
You have my word. Princess Wonderflonium has no say in this. She's going down.
I need you to stop, or I will. And then she just disappears.
She's kind of by a
I think
dumpster now.
at the table, you just see like head pops up. The little black cat peeking over. What type of pie is that?
That's coconut cream. That's chocolate silk. That's like a key lime crap that she
Jumps
ordered.
on the
I
table.
do like the key lime.
Probably shouldn't eat it. I suppose you have questions.
No. Not right now. Can you give us a day to just cope?
I don't want you to tell the others.
That they could all become corrupted and turn into servants of Empress Emotia.
Yeah, that. Let us do it. Let us be the ones that tell them.
You should ask your sister
Yeah.
about Ranger Polaris. All right. And then just shrugs.
So, what?
Oh, no question?
So, how long has this been going on?
A long time. I'm not good with human ages.
And it's just been this cycle. Empress Emotia corrupts rangers, turns them into her soldiers. They come harvesting energy for the Nega realm. Rinse, repeat.
We're hoping to find rangers that won't be corrupted, and that's why Olivia made the Guardians. That was the whole point of them.
So they've all been corrupted, except for the ones who've quit.
Yes.
Or in space.
What?
Remember?
Oh, right.
My sister said someone was in space.
That's Ranger
that-
Polaris.
Oh.
There's a Guardian up there with her, too. She's not alone.
And it's his job to stop
He made an
us.
interesting choice. Whose job? Technically, it's my job to take your power away if I think you're going to be corrupted, but when you're too far along, then you have enough power from her that it doesn't matter if I took your power away at all.
So then what is his job?
To help you. Hopefully stop you. Warn us. Maybe.
Like some kind of watchdog.
Like the water boy.
They're your paladins. They're your protectors. You don't have to like them.
Why couldn't we have this earlier?
Well, some of us operate, Hubert operated under the theory that if you knew you could become corrupted, then you'd be more likely to become corrupted. I don't know if I agree with Hubert or not, but he was destroyed, so maybe that wasn't the best plan.
So what happened to the paladin before this kid?
Well, there's been a few. One of them's in space.
What happens to the rest of them?
Sometimes they retire, sometimes they die.
Killed by rangers.
Normally, yes. After, they become servants and all that.
Oh, they can also do that.
No, the Rangers become servants and then they
Oh.
murder
And then
the
they
Guardians.
murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
And I just wanted to pass my SAT. Maybe we should.
We
take a
just
week off.
would like our whole realm back from Emotia. So, win-lose thing. Sorry. She's sort of been a tyrant for a long time. Kind of miss it. Entire people have been subjugated to her will. It's fine. You don't have to help us.
We're still here, aren't we?
It's our job.
You're very good at it. I wouldn't have come along if I didn't think Hubert had found someone's special. I think you have what it takes.
Thanks.
Great.
But you are a cat on a table, 1 foot in the key lime pie.
Oh. Oh, no. It disappeared.
Oh.
I'll never get this off!
Hey. Raven,
Yeah?
it's gonna be okay.
Is it, Mac? I don't know.
It's gotta be. And as Big Mac says that, she looks up and looks into the window, and there's a reflection, and it's a very wide, smiling Mac looking back with horns that are long.
That is 100% where we're going to cut this episode.
Gosh.
I didn't know what choice you were going to make, which is why I wanted to leave it to you, and I'm perfectly happy with what you've done. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this amazing journey.
Sorry we're late!
No, it's great. I am going to get this loaded up on YouTube in the next couple of days, so if you missed any part of it, it's obviously available in VODs, but it'll be over there too. So let's go ahead and sign off. If there were donations, I didn't see them because I don't have Streamlabs open. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Thank you for being here and for watching. And don't worry, this is not planned on being the last episode.
That would be the meanest!
That would be the best. Done. This is it. Never happening again.
I didn't get killed, so this is a victory for me. I thought I was gonna die.
All right, so on that, let's sign off. Let's see who our lovely people will be, starting with our stalwart ranger over here.
Y'all. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Bold. Having a lot of feelings right now. And you can catch me, I don't know, on Twitter, I guess, right now.
That's right.
Because this was my last show for probably at least a while.
Till the next one.
Until somebody ropes me into something else after I have some freaking bandwidth. But probably for the rest of the year.
Hi.
Oh, God. Who are you? Save me.
I'm Jackie Dash, Jakidash.
Ding.
There we go. Find me at Monday Fun Days. I play video games. Currently, we're going to finish Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series next Monday. It's good. My sound will probably be okay. But because Random Tuesday has made us deal with some kind of Damon, I am on every RPG show she runs. And so, that's not actually true. A lot of them.
You're on any of the ones based in Seattle currently.
Yeah. So
I just really like you as a player for so many
I
reasons.
pressed the
I
danger
still love
button.
Lizzie as a player, but she said no to being in my next show. So when can we see you really soon?
Tomorrow, I will be, I don't know what seat I'll be in, but I'll be at this table or that table, and I will have a wig on, and I will be playing a character named Pine.
No matter what
You're
table
gonna-
you're on, it'll be on Team Power Bottom for sure.
You're going to
Yeah.
wig it up?
I'm gonna wig it up.
Welcome to Team Wig.
It's
Ah.
a lot messier than not Team Wig.
Hi, I'm Drunkenly Romantic. You can find me on Geek Space TV every Monday for Eat, Pray, Kill, GM by Sour Fruit Junkie. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Drunkenly Romantic. And I want to say I'm very grateful to get to share the table with these lovely people. Lauren, thank you so much for inviting me. You guys are lovely. It's always a pleasure to be on Random Tuesday's channel.
There's a pink feather
And
right there.
I also want to just one thing because I behaved pretty well, so I'm just going to do this. Oh no, it's not playing. Hold on. Wait. Hold
And
on.
my name.
No.
is-
Do it.
One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space.
Okay.
It's Tim Curry yelling about space.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been touched by capitalism. Spice!
My favorite part is I built a whole segment just around the the throwaway line that I think Claudia made up, which is that someone's stuck in space.
Yeah.
I think it was
They
Claudia.
don't dial. Some of them go to space.
Some of them go to space. I'm Random Tuesday. This is my channel. You can find me tomorrow night as well over on Geek Space TV, which has been kind enough to host us here this evening with the brand new show, Worlds Beyond. So if you like roleplay games and you like the one that we're similar things that we're doing here and how I do stuff, come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're using the Cypher system. They're going to be hopping between worlds. I'm particularly excited because they change part of their character is different every
It's
time they
very
go to a
cool.
new world, which is super cool.
So cool.
So yeah, Worlds Beyond. That is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on Geek Space TV. And thank you, you wonderful, wonderful humans, for joining me for another episode of Celestial Rangers. We'll be back, but I don't know when.
When our schedules fit together like a really complicated puzzle. I've got 6 weird notches, and they've got
I'm so
a-
sorry.
All right, we love
We
you.
miss you.
Goodbye to those who are not here.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Spice!